Check 1 2, check 1 2. Testing 1 2 3.
Hey friends, camping is a spring thing, and Pawpaw's Campers and Picayune is here to get you started this spring. Whether it's RV accessories, parts, RV service, or RV sales, Pawpaw's Campers has you covered. Just call our toll-free line, 800-728-2267. That's 800-728-CAMP, or go to our website at pawpawsniceprice.com. We're not that far from where you are. Come and see us today.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Welcome, Maroon Tide fans. This is Tommy Upton coming to you from the Kirk on the first night of postseason baseball for the Maroon Tide. They're going to take on the Hattiesburg Tigers tonight in the first of a best-of-3 series. Tonight, of course, we'll be getting on here in about 10 minutes. We'll do it again tomorrow night at Hattiesburg at 7 p.m. We'll also be streaming that game. It'll be on WRJW 1320, 106.9 FM, on the portal, and it'll also be streaming on our YouTube channel. Tonight you can catch us on the YouTube channel and on the WRJW portal app. Again, we are glad that you are with us tonight, looking for a fabulous night of baseball. The NJROTC is coming out, getting ready to present the colors tonight for the national anthem. The coaches are having the meeting at the mound as we speak, and both teams have already taken their infield. Let me tell you a little bit about the Hattiesburg Tigers. They finished third over in their district. Pearl River Central was the winner of that district. They are 19-7 overall, same record as the Maroon Tide. However, they're 7-5 in district play. I'll give you just a couple of series in district play. They lost all three to West Jones. They lost 6-4, 7-4, and 4-1. To Terry, they beat them three times, all three times, 14-1, 12-1, and 15-2. Jim Hill, they beat them three times, 11-5, 14-0, and 15-5. And they lost 2 out of 3 to Pearl River Central. They beat them 3-2 in the first game, then lost 12-5 and 3-2. So looking at the stats, I'll give you just a couple of their stat leaders. Joe Polk, who is a junior, will be playing second base tonight, leads the team in hitting at .429 on the year, 10 doubles, 3 triples. If I say anything about the Hattiesburg team, is they're fast and they're very well coached. They know how to run the bases. Every time we've played them, they used to be in our district. We played them at least twice a year. Very well coached, very good in fundamentals, and they're usually very fast, and that's what you're going to see tonight out of this Hattiesburg team. So Joe Polk will be hitting first. I'll go ahead and give you the lineup while I'm here. Joe Polk will be playing second, hitting first. Rod Page will be in left field, hitting second. Boa Barnes will be at the shortstop. He'll be hitting third. Ramarian Wilson will be, well, I have him at second, too. Let me find out where Ramarian is. He's hitting in the fourth spot, and I think he is playing first base. I think I have those numbers reversed. So first base for him, and he's number 4. And then Quentin Rubin will be the designated hitter. He'll be hitting for the pitcher, David Walls tonight. DJ Johnson will be at third base. He'll be hitting in the 6th spot. Tyler Weatherspoon will be in center field. Chang Parman will be the catcher. And then John Tarvin will be out in right field. So I'll give you those leaders now that you know the batting order. Polk leads just about every offensive category for the Tigers. Barnes, who's hitting in the 3rd spot now at shortstop, he hits at .394. Couple of home runs. He leads the team in home runs and are tied for a lead with home runs. Got 9 doubles, 19 RBIs. So both of those guys can swing it. Page is hitting 2nd. He's hitting at .275 for the Hattiesburg Tigers. And then also another leader here is Ratcliffe. And Ratcliffe is not hitting. I don't know what's exactly going on with him. I don't know if he's hurt or if he's a pitcher that's going to be playing tomorrow night. But he's leading or one of the leaders at .342 for the Tigers. So overall, they're hitting at .334 as a team, which is pretty impressive. So I would expect some offense out of these guys tonight. Know they have speed all over the field, and that's what the Tide's going to be contending with. So if you just joined us, welcome to the Kirk. First round of the playoffs. Picking taking on Hattiesburg tonight. Give you a little bit of stats about Hattiesburg. The meeting at home plate is still underway. NJROTC is in place, and Mr. Jerry Grubbs is just waiting to start announcing the team. So I'm going to take a break. We'll hear a word from our sponsor. I'll come back. I'll tell you a little bit about Picayune and their stats for the year and how they ended up the season. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Pearl River Community College has been providing a quality education to the people of South Mississippi and beyond for the past 110 years. If you or a family member is an alumnus of this great institution, we invite you to support future PRCC students through the PRCC Foundation Scholarship Program. Honor or memorialize a loved one or identify your support for the college by creating a scholarship through the PRCC Foundation with your tax-deductible financial gift. Call Delana Harris with the PRCC Foundation office at 601-403-1191 and make a financial investment in a young person's future at Pearl River Community College.
We're back here at the Kirk getting ready for the first round of the playoffs. So you're listening to the Pawpaws Campers and Cars pregame show tonight. Of course, the Maroon Tide finished 19-7, same overall record as the Tigers. The difference is that we finished second in our district behind George County with a 13-2 district record. And, of course, those 2 losses were to George County. In the second to the last game, the third to the last game, because we played Hancock and then Long Beach before we ended the season. So we beat them 6-5, them being George County. Then we lost 2-1 in a thriller in 8 innings. Tanner Busby pitched his heart out that game, and then George County just throttled us the next day on Saturday. We couldn't do anything right. They beat us 10-0. Then we swept Hancock. Then we swept Long Beach. Before George County, we swept West Harrison and Pascagoula. Overall, the Tide has had a pretty productive season, 19-7. If you watch where most of these seniors were 4 years ago as freshmen, I believe that team was about 5-19 or 5-18, and really struggled. But to watch those kids grow and watch where they are, they have really, really improved and look to make a run here in the postseason. Of course, Kyler King is, if you're a Maroon Tide fan, you know that he's leading in most offensive categories. 381 is where he is hitting. He's got 9 doubles, a home run, and a triple to his credit. Landon Watts has just come on surging late in the year, and he's hitting 351 right now, second on the team. He has 26 hits, 6 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Cooper Moreau has turned it around. He struggled a bit early, but he ended the season, the regular season, hitting 333 for the Tide. Jamie Lumpkin has moved up, and he is hitting 317. Morgan Kraft has been very consistent all year long. He's hitting at 316. Parker Helton, 306. Justin Stockstill has improved his average over the last 3 weeks of the season. He got on fire, and he's up to 273. Brady Robertson came out on fire at the beginning of the season. He got hurt, was out for a few weeks, struggled for a bit as he returned, but started to pick it up in the last week. He's hitting at 267. Landon Franklin is hitting at 204, but that's not reflective of what he does for the Tide because his on-base percentage is .416. So kid just finds a way to get on and drive in runs and move people over and do his job. Turner Pugh and Brunson Stockstill are also in that top 10 or 11 list. So that's where we are right now on the Pawpaws Campers and Cars. We'll take a break. Mr. Jerry Groves is announcing the Maroon Tide. When we get back, we'll listen to the national anthem, and we'll be ready for Maroon Tide baseball here on WRJW.
Hey neighbors, it's that time of year again. It's springtime. Make that short drive to Pawpaws Campers in Picayune. You'll be glad you did. Pawpaws has a nice selection of new and used trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes. Please go to our website, pawpawsniceprice.com, and see multiple pictures of our entire inventory. Pawpaws Campers, having fun, selling fun.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Hey friends, camping's a spring thing, and spring is here. Check out this new 2024 Wildwood FSX 174BH. This travel trailer has a front queen bed, rear bunks, and only weighs 2,899 pounds. MSRP is $24,398, reduced to only $13,988. A brand new 2024 bunkhouse trailer for only $13,988. Pawpaws Campers is not that far from where you are. Come and see us.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
NJROTC Color Guard here with us tonight. The Color Guard commander is Cadet Myers, who carries the nation's colors. The Navy colors are carried by Cadet Simmons, and the organizational colors are carried by Cadet Avalon. They are flanked by ceremonial rifle guards, Cadet Alexander and Cadet Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and move your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, the meetings have been held. The players have been announced. The anthem has been played. The next thing for us to do is play baseball. I welcome you to the Kirk tonight. Tommy Upton here, along with Kevin Weiss running the camera if you're watching our YouTube stream. And if you're listening in on the WRJ portal, we encourage you to take a peek at that video stream. You can pick it up at or search for PMHS Sports. PMHS Sports, you can pick up our YouTube video stream. This audio is overlaid on top of it, so you can catch the play-by-play along with the video stream. We appreciate Mr. Weiss for covering that video for us, and we also appreciate the Pygate Agency, Allstate, for covering the sponsorship tonight. We have to pay the state of Mississippi, and this is not the state of Mississippi, but Mississippi High School Athletic Association during the playoffs to broadcast these channels. And so we appreciate the Pygate Agency sponsoring us tonight and all weekend. So we'll be here tonight, Hattiesburg tomorrow, if necessary, and we hope not. We hope to get out of here with 2 wins. But if necessary, we'll be back here at the Kirk Monday night for Game 3 of the series. Tanner Busby is going to be on the mound tonight for Hattiesburg. I want to remind you that the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, F&B Picayune, hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. Let me give you a little bit of statistics on Tanner Busby. He has been fantastic. 56 innings pitched in 11 games, 7-1 record. Gave up 29 hits, 9 runs, 86 strikeouts against 17 walks. He has just been phenomenal at a 1.12 ERA. Just absolutely a workhorse for the Tide. He's going to face Joe Polk first. Joe Polk is the leader in most offensive categories for Hattiesburg. If you missed the pregame show, he's hitting in at 429. 10 doubles, 3 triples. So here we go. Polk's going to step in. We're about to get this thing underway. Umpire is giving the signal to Tanner. Tanner's going to come set. We've got postseason baseball under play. Winds rolling from right to left. It may be a factor if you get one out into left center. First pitch to Polk's going to be up and outside for a ball, 1-0. If you're listening in, let us know. We always love to hear from you. 601-590-5950. That one's going to be hit on the ground over to first. Kraft's going to pick it up, flip it to Busby. Busby will step on first base as he covers his position. And we will get the speedy Polk off the bases, which is going to be a good thing all night long. So with one out, nobody on, Rod Page is going to step in, left fielder for Hattiesburg. Page is hitting at 275 on the year, right-hander. Pitch from Busby is going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. Last update I had on the girls softball, Picayune playing Carrier. Picayune was up 1-0. That was been a few minutes ago. I'll try to get you an updated score. That pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 1-1 now to Page. That one's going to be way outside, 2-1. Now to the left fielder. Page is a junior. As I said, hits from the right side. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That one's going to be lifted out into shallow right field. Brady's going over, and he will make the play. Brady had to run a long way. Ball not hit very hard. But Brady goes to his right, captures it in, and that'll record the second out of the inning. Bobo Barnes is going to come in now, hit for Hattiesburg. He's a shortstop. Barnes is hitting at 394. Got an update from David Burnett. It's at 5-1 now, Picayune up in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Barnes is going to be a strike. So 0-1. That one's going to be chopped on the ground to King. King will pick it up, throw across the diamond. He will record. First out of the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers. We want to say that a lot tonight. Picayune coming to bat. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Get back in the game with Dodd Therapy Center. Jamison Dodd has the specialties and experience to get your athlete back in the game, including indoor turf, Hyvamat, blood flow restriction, trigger point dry needling, and much more. Dr. Dodd and Dodd Therapy Center is also specializing in treating Parkinson's disease and other neurological disorders. Give Dodd Therapy Center a call at 769-242-2636 or visit us at 405 Memorial Boulevard in Picayune and get back in the game.
Hey friends, camping is a spring thing, and Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune is here to get you started this spring. Whether it's RV accessories, parts, RV service, or RV sales, Pawpaw's Campers has you covered. Just call our toll-free line, 800-728-2267. That's 800-728-CAMP, or go to our website at pawpawsniceprice.com. We're not that far from where you are. Come and see us today.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
We're back at the Kirk where Hattiesburg goes 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. Picayune's coming to bat. No score. David Walls is going to be pitching for Hattiesburg. Let me find him on my sheet, and I'll give you a few stats on him. Walls is a senior, 276 ERAs, 4-3 overall. And he has given, I'm looking for his strikeouts here. His strikeouts is 45 against 28 walks. 45 against 28 walks, 2.76 ERA, and 4-3 is his record. Throws from the left side. That's what Picayune's going to be facing tonight. First pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, F&B Picayune, where they're Picayune Maroon Tide proud. Stop by the main branch at 121 East Canal for all your banking needs. Parker Hilton's going to lead it off here for the Maroon Tide. Kyler Keene will be on deck. Maroon is just waiting on Hattiesburg. They're having a little bit of meeting of the entire offense at the mound. Hilton hits from the left side, hitting at 306 on the year. Parker's been in center field for the last 2 years. Used to hit in the night spot, moved up to the leadoff spot about halfway through the season. And it's been a force to be reckoned with up at the leadoff spot. So here's the first pitch from Walls. That was going to be up high for a ball. If you listen in, let us know, 601-590-5950. Of course, Paul and Tyler are listening right around the corner here in Hippo. Hey, guys. So 1-0 to Helton here. Here's Walls' pitch. Now it's going to be in there for a strike, 1-1. Wall's not overpowering. As I said, a left-hander. Has a little bit of arm side run, so it's going to run into Helton. Left-handed running into a left-handed batter. Run away from a right-handed batter. That one runs in on Helton and jams him up. He fouls it off. So that may be the play tonight, is Walls doesn't have an overpowering pass ball, but I see quite a bit of run on it early here. So we'll see if that plays a factor in how he deals with a mostly right-handed lineup for the Maroon Tide. Here's the 1-2. That was going to be down low for a ball, 2-2. Just joining us, Hattiesburg goes 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Helton's leading it off here, 2-2 in the bottom of the first. He's going to hit that one softly on the ground to the third baseman. Third baseman picks it up, throws across the diamond, and will record the out. Hilton looked like he got fooled, didn't hit it hard, just kind of poked it out there to the third baseman. Third baseman picks it up, makes a good strong throw across the diamond. That'll bring Kyler King to the plate. King leads in most offensive categories for the Tide, hitting at 381 on the year.
Number 10, Kyler King.
See what he can do here against Walls, the left-hander. Senior for the Tigers. First pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 0-1. Got a good crowd at the Kirk for playoff baseball. They're kind of a late arriving crowd. Most of them didn't get here between 6:30 and 6:45, but they've arrived. Hattiesburg's got a pretty good faithful down there. That one's going to be in there for a strike. 0-2 quickly to King. So Walls gives him two fastballs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. King's going to hit that one out into right field, but it's going to be right at the right fielder. He'll track back, make the play, and record the second out of the inning for the Tigers. Jamie Lumpkin's going to step in now. Jamie's hit comes into the game hitting at 317. He's hit in several different spots over his career. He's led off. He's hit second. He's hit third. He even hit fifth. I think one game he hit fourth. He's kind of settled in that third spot. He'll step in here against Walls. Here's the first pitch. That one's outside. 1-0. That one's going to be in there for a strike. 1-1 now to Lumpkin. Wind blowing pretty good out of right to left, pretty much straight into left center field. That one's going to be hit on the ground up the middle. Shortstop's going to pick it up, throw across the diamond, and they will record the third out of the inning. So, just like the Tigers, Picayune goes 1-2-3 quietly in their half of the inning. We'll head to the top of the second. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Dr. Hermaine Almonte, Chair of Surgery and Trauma Medical Director, Highland Community Hospital.
Over the last 10 years, the Highland Surgery Department have grown exponentially. we have been able to add multiple services to our surgery department, which includes urology, general surgery, advanced laparoscopic surgery, ENT, as well as ophthalmology.
Highland Community Hospital, here when you need us most. For more information, go to highlandch.com.
Dr. Lori Blackmer and Dr. Mark Hutto at Picayune Eye Clinic are experienced optometrists who are passionate about your vision care. Picayune Eye Clinic will cater to all of your vision needs, answer any eye care questions you may have, and supply you with the most up-to-date optometric information and fashion eyewear and frames in order to keep your eyes clear and healthy. They've been providing complete eye care for over 30 years. The clinic is at 908 6th Avenue in Picayune. Give Picayune Eye Clinic a call today at 601-798-4182 and begin to see things more clearly.
We're back at the Kirk, where we're heading to the top of the second. No score. Both teams go quietly 1-2-3 in the first. I want to remind you the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by our hometown bank, FNB Picayune, the place for all your banking needs. Miss Susan Wilson and her staff are ready to service you at the North Picayune branch on Cooper Road, just off of exit 6. Go by and see Susan 4 alone. Ramarian Wilson, center fielder, is going to step in here for the Tigers.
Number 3, Marion Wilson.
Looking for his number here. He hits from the left side. First pitch to him is going to be hit on the ground to the shortstop. King will pick it up, throw across the diamond. The throw is good. We got one pitch and one out. So the ball was hit pretty well, but hit right at King. King makes a good throw across the diamond. And one pitch, one out. Quentin Rubin's going to hit in, the designated hitter for the Tigers. Rubin's just a sophomore, but hitting at .388 for the Tigers. 8 doubles, driven in 24 RBIs. He'll take a breaking pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Hits from the right side. Swing and a miss. It's going to be 0-2 pretty quickly here. To Rubin. Swing and a miss. He'll go down 1-2. Oh, they said foul ball. Foul ball. So 0-2 will remain. Got fooled on a breaking pitch, but got just a piece of it. So he'll remain alive here. 0-2, 1 out. Nobody on. That was now is a swing and a miss. So now he'll go down swinging. Busby gave him 3 breaking pitches, and Rubin didn't have anything for him as he swung through all of them. Third baseman DJ Johnson's going to step in now. Good-looking kid, big kid. See if I got some numbers for him. 306, hits from the right side. Third baseman, looks like a linebacker. That one's going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. That one's going to be down low. According to the umpire, my Picayune Eye Clinic glasses said it may have been close. But no call, 1-1 to Johnson. That one's going to be fouled off. 1-2. Busby works quick when he gets in the groove and he starts to feel it. Not a whole lot of time to talk. He'll catch the ball, get his sign, and go right back to work. It's kind of how you know he's in the groove. Here's the 1-2. Breaking pitch is going to be hit on the ground to King. King will pick it up, throw across the diamond to Kraft. And once again, 1-2-3 go the Tigers. We'll hit into the bottom of the 6th, see if Picayune can get anything going. Still no score here at the Kirk.
Looking for a gym to help you become a healthier you? The gym at Picayune is the place to be with its large open facility, modern equipment, and knowledgeable staff led by owner and operator Edgar Woods. The gym at Picayune offers a variety of workouts and classes to meet your specific needs with 24/7 access. The gym accepts silver sneakers, which is available at no cost for adults 65 plus through select Medicare plans. More space, more equipment, more growth. The gym at Picayune.
Locally owned and operated, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune would like to say a huge thank you to their loyal customers. Both locations, Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4, now have new hours. 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays at the Highway 43 location. Get the early bird special Monday through Thursday. Remember, when it comes to your vehicle's shine, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune will have you saying, if it doesn't shine, it ain't mine.
We're heading to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Both teams have went quietly in their respective at-bats. The first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picking, where they always put you first. Stop by the South Branch and see Miss Tracy Acker on Memorial Boulevard for all your banking needs. Morgan Kraft will step in here for the Tide, senior first baseman. Came into the game hitting .316. Had some power, and he's driven in 19 runs for the Tide this year. He has a home run, a triple, and 7 doubles to his credit. He's been the machine that's driven in and had a lot of key hits for the Tide in key positions. He's going to step in here with nobody on. That's not where we want him to hit. But let's see if he can get it started. He'll take the first pitch up high, 1-0. To the senior first baseman per the community college commit. That one's going to be in there for a strike, 1-1. Kraft didn't really like it. Maybe a little bit on the inside, but a strike nonetheless. So he'll step back in here 1-1 against Walls. Left-hander from Hattiesburg's not throwing overpoweringly hard. That one's going to be hit on a rope right back up the middle, right between the shoulder and the head of Walls. So when they say hit it from whence it came, that's exactly what Kraft did. He will stand at first with a sharp single. Cooper Moreau is going to step in now for the Tide. He'll hit with Kraft down at first. Moreau's been hot as of late. He's got his season average up to .333 for the Tide. Has a home run to his credit. 7 doubles. Driven in 14. So he'll stand in here now, nobody out. Kraft down at first, and he's going to square the bunt. Pull it back, and it'll be 1-0. Interesting position here. Cooper doesn't normally bunt, but positional baseball is an important thing to the Tide offense, and they will ask people that don't normally do it to do it in key situations. Coach Evan is giving a sign again. We'll see if he squares. He does not. And he takes that one up high for a ball 2-0. Infield was still thinking bunt. Big third baseman Johnson comes in. First baseman is holding on Kraft. Infield playing directly up the middle. They're going to be a throw over to first, but it's not close. Kraft didn't have much of a lead. Just joining us, we're in the bottom of the second, no score. Morgan Kraft is the first base runner for either team tonight. That one's going to be in there for a strike to Cooper. He did square, but pulled it back, but it was still called a strike. Hattiesburg's went 1-2-3 in the first and the second. Picking went 1-2-3 in the first. Kraft led off the second here with a single. That one's going to be in there for a strike to Cooper, so that'll even account at 2-2. Picking Faithful doesn't necessarily like the call. Looks like Walls has got a runner. Have some onside run, but that one kind of looks like it ran to the opposite side, away from Cooper. Cooper's going to pull that one down to first base line, but it'll be foul. That was an outside pitch that Cooper tried to pull, and when you do that, you often get over the top of it and chop it, and that's exactly what happened. He chopped it down the first base line, but luckily it was foul, or it very well could have been a double play for the Tigers. They get Walls a new ball. Cooper will step back in. Kraft still down at first. Nobody out, 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit hard, but foul down the first base line. So once again, Walls gets a new ball. Third baseman has moved back into being even with the bag. Middle infielder still back. They're shading in the outfield slightly to right field. And that one's going to be way up high, so 3-2 to Coop. Left and center are both shading towards right field. Right field is playing Coop straight up. And about mid-range as far as depth. So we'll see if Cooper can get one over the head of the second baseman. That would be nice. He hits it right at the second baseman. That could be a double play. Throws it to shortstop. but they're not able to complete the double play. So that'll be a fielder's choice. Ball is hit right at the second baseman. He makes the flip to short. They do get Kraft, the lead runner, but they're not able to turn it. And that'll swap runners down at first. Moreau for Kraft, but we trade it out while we do that. Landon Watts comes in now, the catcher for the Tide. On base percentage at .456 and hitting .351 for the Tide. Be a great place for him. Get a big hit. See if we can get a run. That one's going to be in there for a strike to Landon. 0-1. Landon is the unanimous most improved player over the last 2 years. We've talked about him quite a bit. He's always had a great physical powers, but sometimes struggled. That one's going to be hit on a line to the second baseman. Second baseman makes the play, flips it to first. They had Cooper dead to rights, but the first baseman missed the ball. So that should have been a line out double play. Second baseman flipped it over to first, but the first baseman could not secure it. It was hit so hard, Cooper did not have a chance to get back. So now we got 2 outs. Brady Robertson's going to step in, the right fielder. Brady hitting at .267 on the year for the Tide. Cooper's still down at first, 2 outs. That ball was hit on the nose. And but just right at the second baseman. So here's Brady. Walls come set. That one's going to be on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Brady came out on fire at the beginning of the year, got hurt a few weeks into the season. Struggled a bit with a bat for the first 2 weeks as he tried to get back into baseball shape. Kind of settled in the last week or so, 2 weeks. So see if he can get it going back here in the postseason. Going to be a throw over to first. Cooper's back easily. Brady broke his leg on a freak accident sliding into third. Spent about 4 or 5 weeks in rehab. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be down low for a ball, 1-1. To the senior pitcher and right fielder. Looks to be back at 100%. Made a good run out there in the first inning to record an out. Had to run a long way, so that's good to see. Glad to have him healthy in the postseason. We'll need his arm and his bat. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be lifted out into shallow center field. Center fielder's got to go run a long way. But Wilson makes the run all the way into left field and record the third out of the inning. So Brady didn't hit it hard, just lifted it out into center. That was a good play by the center fielder, that is Wilson for Hattiesburg, and he will record the third out of the inning. We'll head to the top of the third. We still got no score here at the Kirk.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick-cut bacon sizzling on your stove. And while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee, wee, wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
Jason Pygott has offices in Picayune. Make sure you have the right coverage. Give the Pygott Agency a call today. 601-798-7005.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Join the crispy chicken craze with Sonic's all-new crispy tender wraps and hickory barbecue and cheesy baja. Stop by and enjoy each for only $1.99. Sonic's crispy tender wraps include all white meat, melted shredded cheddar cheese, and lettuce. The hickory barbecue has additional hickory sauce, and the cheesy baja has an added zesty cheese sauce, and both are wrapped in a warm tortilla. Try one today at Sonic Drive-In on Highway 11 North in Picayune. Go ahead, push that red button for happy eating at its best.
We're back here at the Kirk. We're heading to the top of the third. No score. Tyler Weatherspoon's going to lead it off, where the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune, where the customer is always first. Go by and see Chantel Thady, the West Canal branch, for all your banking needs. Weatherspoon hitting at .231. He is a sophomore. He was the one that just made that catch out in center field. I think I said Wilson, but it was actually Witherspoon out there. He'll take the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. That one's going to be outside for ball 1-1 now. No score here in the third, top of the third. Tide have one hit. Hattiesburg has nothing. Witherspoon tried to hit that one to walk-eye bluff and missed. Actually fell down. He swung so hard in the batter's box. He wants the umpire to look at the batter's box. I'm not sure why. I think he just lost his footing and swung. But here's the 1-2 to the center fielder. That one's going to be down low for ball 2-2. He had a cut, no doubt about it. He did not get cheated. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be chopped back to the mound. And Busby's going to pick it up, throw to first. Kraft does a really, really good job of knocking the ball down. Busby threw the ball wild. And Kraft was able to get a hand on it and deflect it enough that Brady was able to come in from right field and keep Witherspoon at second. That was a very, very tough play. Going to have to score that as a single. It was really a swing and bunt, a high chopper. Busby had to pick it up, make a quick throw to get the speedy Witherspoon, just unable to do it. So Chang Param is going to step in now, the catcher. Param is hitting .229 on the year. He's a sophomore. He'll hit with a runner down at first. He'll square the bunt. Cooper comes in at third. Runner's going to go, and he's going to get the ball down, but it's going to be foul. That was a bunt and run. Witherspoon had a really good jump. Probably could have stolen that base. But Parm, I'm calling him Param, but spelled here, they have Parm. They have wrote down in their lineup Param. So we're going to call him Parm because that's what's on their official roster. I apologize. Parm is a sophomore. He'll step in now 0-1. Still got a runner at first and nobody out. He's going to square the bunt again. Busby's going to throw over to first, and it was very close. Very close. Had Witherspoon leaning. Umpire says he is safe. So he'll get a lead here. Hattiesburg loves to run the bases, and they're very good at it. This is what they like to do, put pressure on you. He'll square again here, 0-1. Another throw over to first. This one's not as close. Busby trying to keep him as close to first as he can because that first pitch he would have that base stolen by a mile. So Busby's going to keep an eye on him. Looks like Hattiesburg's going to play a little small ball here and try to get him into second. Set up John Tarvin. He goes, pulls it back. Watts is going to throw down to second, and they got him. They got him. What a throw by Watts. That ball was low. Watts comes up and throws an absolute missile into second base. Kyler King makes the tag, and they got Witherspoon. So that's a big, big out here. So that puts the small ball out of commission. 1-1 now to Parm. So he'll now swing away. That one's going to be inside 2-1. Good job there by Busby, keeping him close. That's what baseball's a game of inches, and Busby did his job by keeping him a couple of inches closer and gave Watts a fighting chance, and he took advantage of it. That one's going to be fouled off 2-2. Sometimes I see people watching baseball on TV, and they say, man, it's boring. All they do is throw to first, or they're looking over. Why you throw over there 3 or 4 times in a row? That's why. That's exactly why you do it. It's because you gave your catcher a fighting chance. Tide wins 5-2 over PRC in softball. There's strike 3 to Parm. So he'll record the second out of the inning. Busby will. Yeah, I got an update from David Burnett. Thank you. Tide wins the first game of the series against Pearl River Central. They'll do it again tomorrow here in Picayune. John Tarvin, the right fielder, is going to step in now for Hattiesburg. He'll hit with 2 outs and nobody on. He'll swing and miss on the first pitch. He's hitting at .381. So he's the third leading hitter on the team. A couple of doubles, 7 RBIs. Just a sophomore. A lot of young kids on this Hattiesburg team. He'll square and try to bunt and miss. So he'll be 0-2. Quickly to Tarvin. Hattiesburg doesn't like the call. Swing and a miss. That one wasn't close. So Hattiesburg had a little bit of excitement, but thanks to Mr. Watts, he squelches that pretty early. We'll head to the bottom of the third. We still got no score here at the Kirk.
Clinic. Call it 601-749-4939 or visit the website at www.more/chiro.com.
Pearl River Community College has been providing a quality education to the people of South Mississippi and beyond for the past 110 years. If you or a family member is an alumnus of this great institution, we invite you to support future PRCC students through the PRCC Foundation Scholarship Program. Honor or memorialize a loved one or identify your support for the college by creating a scholarship through the PRCC Foundation with your tax-deductible financial gift. Call Delana Harris with the PRCC Foundation office at 601-403-1191 and make a financial investment in a young person's future at Pearl River Community College.
We're heading to the bottom of the third. Still no score. Hattiesburg had a little traffic in that inning, but that was quickly taken apart by Landon Watts with an assist from Tanner Busby as he holds the runner Witherspoon over at first, and there tries to attempted steal on a bunt and run. Missed the bunt, got thrown out at second base. The first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune, where hometown means the best service around with 4 locations in Picayune to serve you. Landon Franklin's going to step in here in the third for the Tide. Landon hitting at 204, but as I said in the pregame, that's not really reflective of what he does. On-base percentage is .416, so he just seems to always be in the mix. Maybe not a lot of hits to show for it, but he's always in the mix. He'll step in here and lead it off. Justin Stockstill will be in the on-deck circle. First pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 0-1 to Franklin. If you're listening in, let me know. I always love to hear from you. 601-590-5950. Strike 2 quickly.
Come on, Blue!
To Franklin. So Walls has found a little bit of a spot. Got some arm side run. He's a left-hander. Ball runs away from a right-hander, and he gets strike 3 on Franklin as he's found something there. He can live on that outside corner, maybe get it to run off the corner and still get the call. And he makes quick work of Frank. Jay Stock's going to step in now, left fielder for the Tide.
Left fielder, number 2, Justin Stockstill.
Stockstill's been on fire the last few weeks. He struggled quite a bit middle of the year, but he's got his season average up to 283. With an on-base percentage of .480. He's another one that seems to always be in the mix, always be around. First pitch is going to be up high for a ball. 1-0. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 1-1. We're in the top of the third. No score. Each team with a hit. And that one's going to be outside. 2-1 to J-Stock. Parker Helton, leadoff hitter. Stands in the on-deck circle. Like the ball kicked off of Parm, the catcher. So the umpire will give him just a minute to walk around and shake that off a bit. Hit him, kind of kicked up and hit him in the hand, it looks like, or in the lower arm. He seems to be okay. He's taking his position. Now we have a ball on the field down the third base line. It looks like an errant ball that kicked out. So stop play for a second as they get that. Remind you, this is a game 1 of a best-of-3 series. We'll be at Hattiesburg tomorrow night, same setup. And then back here, if necessary, on Monday night at 7. That 2-1 pitch is going to be up high to Stockstill, 3-1. We're planning on covering all 3 of those at WRJW and the YouTube stream. Stockstill's going to foul that one off, 3-2. We appreciate the Pygate Agency for sponsoring our video stream. There is a fee that is associated with streaming playoff games. You have to pay to the association, and they covered that. We appreciate that. That was going to be outside for ball 4 to J-Stock.
J-Stock
So he'll head down to first. He'll stand there with one out, and Parker Helton will step in. Center fielder for the Tide. He struck out his first time up. So he'll stand in here with Jay Stock at first. That first pitch is going to be in there for a strike, 0-1.
Come on, Blue!
So I said he struck out, but he actually grounded out. So, nope, strikeout. I got it right. Thought it was, but for some reason the score wasn't reflecting that, so I was second-guessing myself. Helton did strike out first at bat. Be a throw over at first. Not close. Stockstill's back. We'll see if Picayune plays a little small ball here. Third baseman is in even with a bag. Helton doesn't look like he's going to square. He doesn't. He's going to hit that one on the ground. Could be a double play right at the second baseman. They got one, and they got no at first. Hattiesburg doesn't like the call, but he did pull his foot. The umpire was right on top of it, so it'll be a fielder's choice. Ball's hit hard. That's typically a good double play ball when it's hit hard right at the second baseman. Sunday Hopper, he makes the flip over to short. Short makes a good strong throw into first, but Helton can run, and he beat it out by a step. It didn't hurt our Picayune that the first baseman pulled his foot slightly at the end. Kyler King will step in now with 2 outs. And Helton down at first. He'll take the first pitch up high for a ball 1-0. Swing and a miss. Kyler tried to hit that one into Union School Road. Got a fastball up around the letters, and he tried to tomahawk it, just completely missed it. It'll be 1-1 now to King, senior shortstop, PRCC commit for Picayune. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be way outside. 2-1. Now to Kyler. Helton still down at first. 2 outs. Each team with a hit. Nobody past first base so far. Oh, they've got Helton pick off. Throw over to first. Helton does not stop. Goes into second. First baseman throws it to the shortstop, and the shortstop dropped the ball. So Helton will get picked off, but is able to complete the stolen base as he moves up to second base on the errant throw by the first baseman. They had him dead to right. Good move there by Walls. First baseman caught it. And Helton did the right thing when you get picked off in that situation. You put your head down and don't look up, because sometimes that happens. And they made a bad throw into second, and Helton stands down there. So that pitch to King is going to be out and up, 3-1. So the Tie, the recipient of a gift there by the Hattiesburg Tiger defense. See if Picayune can take advantage of it. 3-1 now to King. See if he can get a fastball to hit. He does. He hits it hard and high, but the ballpark's going to hold it out into left field. Left fielder going back, and he will record it. Ball got up in the air. Thought it may have potential to get out of here, but it was on the warning track, just a long out. Picayune can't do anything with that gift. We'll head to the top of the fourth. We still got no score here at the Kirk. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Pit Lane Oil Change in Picayune is your personal pit crew. When you need an oil change, take it to the professionals who will make sure your oil change is done right with quality oils from Pennzoil, Castrol, Mobil 1, and Rotella by Shell. At Pit Lane Oil Change, it's not just an oil change. We inspect under the hood to make sure all your fluid levels are where they should be, and those belts are in good working order. Our Pit Lane crew ensures those air filters are not clogged up and hurting your engine's performance. We will also vacuum the inside of your vehicle. At Pit Lane Oil Change, our crew also inspects your wipers, all your bulbs to make sure those brake lights and turn lights are working correctly, and we put all your tires at the right pressure. Why just get an oil change when your vehicle can get the pampered professional service that only the Pit Lane Oil Change crew can deliver? We're at 401 Highway 11 North, just 3 blocks north of East Canal, right by the railroad tracks. No need for an appointment, but if you are on a schedule, call us at 601-798-0017. Pit Lane Oil Change, your personal pit crew.
We're back at the Kirk. We're headed to the top of the fourth inning. Got no score. Each team with a hit. Picayune got a runner at second, but couldn't do anything with it in that last half inning. Remind you that the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune. Checking, savings, loans, mortgages. If you need it, they got it. FNB Picayune, your hometown bank. Got a whole bunch of Stockstolls listening here. Jeff Stockstall is listening, and also Shane and Tanya and Sarah listening in. So appreciate you guys listening in to Picayune baseball. So Rod Page is going to lead it off here for Hattiesburg. He'll take the first pitch up high for a ball, 1-0. That one's going to be chopped over to first. It will remain fair and out. So the batter never left the base or never left home plate. I think he thought maybe the ball was going to be foul, but it stayed fair. Morgan picks it up, steps on the bag, and records the first out of the inning. Rod Page now will step in. The left fielder. He's going to take a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. He's going to try to bunt for a base hit and foul it back, so he'll quickly be down 0-2. Page hitting at 275, came into the game hitting at 275, a junior. Plays left field. He calls and receives time. Steps out, then steps right back in. Busby gets his sign. Here's the windup. That one's going to be lifted over to first base. Morgan will call everyone off, make the play, and we've got two quick outs, both courtesy of Mr. Kraft. He picks up a high bouncer on the first batter, Polk. Steps on the bag, and then Page. He takes a little flare and records a second out of the inning. So the shortstop, Bobo Barnes, is going to hit now for Hattiesburg. He's a senior, came into the game hitting at 394. He's going to hit a chopper right back up the middle, and it's going to get by Kyler. That's a base hit. He just tomahawked it straight down. It hit right in front of the mound, kicked over the mound, and then hit right in front of second base and just out, a couple of inches out of the outstretched arm of King. So got to score that a single. Not hit horribly hard, but hit good enough. So he'll stand down at first, or Marion Wilson. Going to be the first baseman. Will stand in from the left side. So 2 hits for Hattiesburg, 1 hit for Picayune. That one's going to be down low for a ball. 1-0. Here's a 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be down low 2 for a ball. 2-0, I'm sorry. To the left-handed hitting Wilson. That was in there for a strike, 2-1. So we've got a runner at first, 2 outs. No score if you just joined it. We're in the top of the fourth. Picayune is the only team to get a runner to at least second, but they couldn't do anything with it. Hattiesburg has got a couple runners on, but been unable to get them to second. Watts shot the last one down. That one's going to be hit on the ground to the second baseman. And Jamie will pick it up, throw it over to Morgan, and record the third out of the inning. So once again, get a little traffic, but not able to do anything with it. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. Still no score. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Get back in the game with Dodd Therapy Center. Jamison Dodd has the specialties and experience to get your athlete back in the game, including indoor turf, Hyvamat, blood flow restriction, trigger point dry needling, and much more. Dr. Dodd and Dodd Therapy Center is also specializing in treating Parkinson's disease and other neurological disorders. Give Dodd Therapy Center a call at 769-242-2636 or visit us at 405 Memorial Boulevard in Picayune and get back in the game.
Hey neighbors, it's that time of year again. It's springtime. Make that short drive to Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune. You'll be glad you did. Pawpaw's has a nice selection of new and used trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes. Please go to our website, pawpawsniceprice.com, and see multiple pictures of our entire inventory. Pawpaw's Campers, having fun, selling fun.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. Still got no score. Jamie Lumpkin's going to lead it off here for the Tide, where the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune. Come by the main branch and see Sheila Cooper or Linda Penton. Hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. Both teams playing pretty good defense. Hattiesburg has scored with Picayune has scored with one error. I don't necessarily agree with it. I think they scored a ground ball back to Busby as an error, but officially. But I don't think he would have had the opportunity to throw the kid out anyway. But nevertheless, other than that, pretty good defense by both teams. Hattiesburg's made a mistake or two. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Lumpkin. That's going to be outside for a ball, 1-1. Picayune was able to get a runner to second, but not do anything with it as King flew out last inning. That was going to be up high 2-1 to the senior second baseman. Both teams looking for a little bit of offense here. You got to feel with the way Busby's throwing, he doesn't need much. One might be enough. That one's going to be in there for a strike. 2-2. Picayune faithful does not like that call, and my Picayune Athletic glasses said it was low and inside, but the man in black said it was a strike, so 2-2 it is. That one's going to be lifted out into right field. That may be trouble. Nope, right fielder's going to get underneath it. I thought maybe it may hang up, but the right fielder got under that and made it look pretty routine. So that's a loud out to right field for Lumpkin. That'll bring up Kraft. He's 1 for 1 as he hit a laser back up the middle that almost took the head off of Walls last time he was up. Let's see if he can get something going here. 1 out, nobody on. Feel that the Tide just needs 1. 2 would be great. That one's going to be down low to Kraft, 1-0. Of course, I would take 16 if they'll give it to us. We just need anything here. Let's start with 1. As fast and quick as these guys are, you wonder if a 1 or 2 run lead is safe, but they can score quickly if they get some people on base. So here's the 1-0 pitch to Kraft. That one's going to be inside, almost hit him. So 2-0 to the big first baseman. Here's Walls 2-0. That's going to be right down the middle. No. Oh, that was a flinch. I thought he was going to call it. He did not. 3-0. 3-0 to Kraft. And here's the pitch. That one's going to be in there for a strike. That looked like a 3-0 strike. He had a pretty wide strike zone on 3-0 typically, and maybe that was the advantage there. So 3-1 now to Morgan. That one's going to be in there for a strike, 3-2. Morgan not overly happy about that one. So got full up to the senior first baseman. Morgan takes an opportunity to adjust his bat and gloves and recompose himself. Here's a pitch, and that one's going to be low and outside, not close. So he'll take a walk down to first. His second time on base tonight in 2 at-bats. Cooper Moreau's going to step in. He hit into a fielder's choice last time up. Tried to bunt the first time up, or the first pitch, then hit into a fielder's choice. Infield again looking for the bunt. Third baseman in on the grass. Middle infielders are playing close to the middle and back in double play depth. 1 out. That one's going to be up high, 1-0. Just joining us, we're in the bottom of the fourth. No score. Been a pitcher's game so far. That one's going to be outside 2-0 to Coop. The way Busby's pitching, you feel you don't need many, but we need some. It's 2-0 to Coop. Up high 3-0 now. Ball's struggling a bit to find a strike zone. You got maybe the benefit of a call or two on Kraft, but he really wasn't close on a lot of his pitches. So we'll see what he can do now. Shortstop comes in, has a conversation with him. 3-0, got to believe Coop's taken here. That was going to be in there for a strike. 3-1. Walls takes a breath. He'll step back on the mound. Morgan still at first. 1 out. 3-1 count to the tied third baseman. Swing and a miss by Coop. Got a good pitch, just couldn't get it. So it'll be 3-2 now to the junior. Big spot here. Landon Watts on deck. Sure would love to get somebody over at second, but Coop's going to swing at ball 4 way up high and go down on strike 3. So with 2 outs now, Landon Watts will step in. Kraft still down at first. 2 outs. First pitch to Watts is going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch now to the catcher. Swing and a miss. 0-2 quickly. Oh, 2 outs. Kraft's at first. No score here in the bottom of the fourth at the Kirk. That was going to be way outside. 1-2. Walls tried to get Watts to go fishing at a breaking pitch way outside. Watts did not offer. Remind you, we'll have a Sonic Player of the game. At the conclusion of the game, we'll have a Paul Spacer Shop Mardi Gras Cafe trivia question here in the middle of the fifth. That one's going to be up high. 2-2. Catcher wanted to peel down to first, but did not get it. Doesn't look like Watts even started his swing, so I'm not sure an appeal was necessary, but no harm in asking for it. So 2-2 now to the catcher. Deuces wild. 2-2, 2 outs. That one's down low, 3-2. 3-2, 2 out. So Kraft will be in motion here. Make sure that the pitch goes to the plate. He'll be in motion, 3-2, 2 outs. See if Watts can get a pitch to drive, take advantage of Kraft. He's gone. Watts swings and a miss, and he goes down swinging. So once again, Tide gets a base runner, but they can't do anything with it. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth. We still got no score here at the Kirk. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Abby Turnage, lead mammography technologist, Highland Community Hospital.
Mammograms are important because they help us do early detection. A mammogram is never going to keep you from getting breast cancer, but early detection is what is going to make you have your best possible outcome. We want you to get your mammogram as early as possible, and you should have those yearly beginning at age 40.
Highland Community Hospital, here when you need us most.
Dr. Lori Blackmer and Dr. Mark Hutto at Picayune Eye Clinic are experienced optometrists who are passionate about your vision care. Picayune Eye Clinic will cater to all of your vision needs, answer any eye care questions you may have, and supply you with the most up-to-date optometric information and fashion eyewear and frames in order to keep your eyes clear and healthy. They've been providing complete eye care for over 30 years. The clinic is at 908 6th Avenue in Picayune. Give Picayune Eye Clinic a call today at 601-798-4182 and begin to see things more clearly.
We're back here at the Kirk, heading to the bottom of the fourth. No score here. First pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, F&B Picayune. Come by the main branch and see one of our friendly loan officers, Keith Robinson, Judy Lowry, Audrey Spears, David Levy, Christina Ladner, Amy Kirkland, Julie Jackson, Colin Thompson. Hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. So once again, Picayune's able to get a base runner, but can't do anything with it. So we head, I think I said bottom of the fourth, way to the top of the fifth. Top of the fifth is where we are. Designated hitter, Quentin Rubin's going to hit for Hattiesburg. Want to keep these guys off the base path if at all possible. They can score quickly. First pitch is going to be up high for a ball. 1-0 to the designated hitter. He's just a sophomore hitting at 388. So lots of young guys here on this Hattiesburg team. He's going to chop that one to Kraft over at first. Kraft will pick it up, take it unassisted over to first, and he will record the first out of the inning. 2 pitches, 1 out. That'll bring up the third baseman. DJ Johnson will step in. Good-looking kid, as I said the first time he comes up. Really, really good-looking athlete. Tall, well-built. Looks like he's strong. He takes first pitch outside for a ball. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be in there for a strike. 1-1. We'll do this again tomorrow night up at the Smoke. 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air at WRJW. That one's going to be grounded to third base and foul. So it'll be 1-2 to the Tiger third baseman. We'll have a Paul Spacer Shop Mardi Gras Cafe trivia question after this half inning. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Way up high. Got him to go fishing. So 2 outs here. And the fifth, Tyler Weatherspoon, center fielder. He's going to step in for the Tigers. Busby's first pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 1-0. That one's going to be up high. 2-0. Swing and a miss by Witherspoon. 2-1. The Tiger center fielder. Busby threw 4 2/3, has allowed 1 hit, struck out 4, and walked 9. That one's going to be fouled off. 2-2 now. Deuce is wild. 2-2, 2 outs, nobody on. No score here in the top of the fifth. It's been a pitcher's duel so far. Walls has thrown 4, allowed 1 hit, 2 walks, and struck out 3. That one's going to be hit hard and gets by Cooper at third. Not sure how. It looked like it went right at Cooper, but he was not able to get a glove on it. And that goes out into left field. I think Cooper just got caught off guard, quite honestly, as the ball was probably catchable, but it was an absolute missile, but catchable. It's going to get by Coop, getting out into left field. We'll start off here with a single. I say start off, but we'll end up with a single here. Luckily, Witherspoon, the ball was hit so hard that Stockstill was able to get it in. Witherspoon's got to stay at first. So Chang Parm hits from the left side. He's the catcher. He steps in here with 2 outs. First pitch to him is going to be down low for a ball, 1-0. This duo tried to do a bunt for a bunt and run last time and ended up getting Witherspoon thrown out. That one's in there for a ball, 1-1. So 1-1 now to Parham. Runner at first, 2 outs. Witherspoon's going to go. Watts can't get a handle on it, so there'll be no throw. So no harm, no foul because the ball was a strike. So 1-2 now to Parham. Witherspoon will get a stolen base. So Watts lost the ball in the transfer. No throw. Let's make one pitch, and it doesn't really matter here, though. John Tarvin stands on base, or stands on deck for Hattiesburg. That one's going to be down low, so 2-2 now to the Hattiesburg catcher. As I said, he hits from the left side. Busby's going to come set. That one's going to be up high. 3-2 now. So we certainly don't want to walk these two guys. Witherspoon's already shown us that he can run. Parham looks like he runs better than the average catcher, so let's keep him off the bases. That one's going to be a high chopper to Busby. Busby's going to catch it, flip it over to first, and make the out. So we get out of that one, get a runner into second, but Busby's able to help himself. Gets a high chopper. We'll head to the middle of the 5th. I have a Paul's Pastry Shop trivia question when we come back. You're listening to WRJW and Maroon Tide Baseball.
At Sonic Drive-In of Picayune, Tuesday after 5 p.m. till close is Family Night with half-off cheeseburgers. Sonic Drive knows how hard it is sometimes to feed your whole family, and we want to give you a break on Tuesday nights. Half-price cheeseburgers. It's how Sonic Drive-In helps you feed your family. Remember that Sonic Drive-In of Picayune on Highway 11 just north of Highway 43 North is happy eating at its best. Tuesday's Family Night with half-price cheeseburgers. That's what you get at Sonic Drive-In of Picayune.
We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. We still have no score here at the Kirk. Both teams have threatened, but can't do anything with it. Want to remind you that the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, F&B Picayune, hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. Brady Robertson's going to lead it off for the Tide. I'm going to give you the Paul's Pastry Shop trivia question. You need to text your name and your answer to 601-590-5950. 590-5950. 590-5950. Text your name. The answer: what 300-game winner accumulated the same number of hits at the plate as he did wins on the mound? What 300-game winner accumulated the same number of hits at the plate as he did wins on the mound? Tell me who that was. What 300-game winner accumulated the same number of hits as he did wins? Who was it? 601-590-5950. I need your name, and I need your answer. You can also use that to let me know if you're listening. I always love to hear from you. Who's tuning in on a Friday night for some Maroon Tide playoff baseball. Brady Robertson, as I said, is going to lead it off here for the Tide. He'll step in against Walls. Walls has had a pretty good night, not overpowering, but moving the ball around enough to keep Picayune on their heels. First pitch is going to be outside, 1-0 to the left-handed hitting Robertson, senior right fielder and pitcher. I just needs to get some base runners here and see if we can string a hit or two together. That one's going to be up high, 2-0. 2-0 to Robertson. That one's going to be down low, 3-0. Had to pause. That's been a strike sometime tonight, but that one was not. And I do not believe it was all night, honestly. So 3-0 to B-Rob. That one's not even close. Ball 4. So Brady will take a 4-pitch walk. He'll head down to first. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Landon Franklin. And we're going to get a pinch runner. Ben Bird. He'll be the pinch runner for Brady Robertson. So in high school baseball, you can do that once. Brady can return once. But if he's taken out a second time, he must remain out. He's done. But you can go in and out one time. So you'll often see coaches do that in a key situation. Here, Brady's still recovering, although he's probably close to 100%. Makes sense to get some fresh legs in there at first and potentially score a run. His runs is going to be really important here, it looks like, and come at a premium. So Frank will step in here, designated hitter. Ben Bird's down at first, nobody out. No score here in the bottom of the 5th, Tide threatening. Franklin's going to square the bunt, get it down, good bunt right at the third baseman. Third baseman's going to throw it over to first. The second baseman is going to cover. So well executed by Franklin, and good job there by Hattiesburg as the third baseman almost threw that one away. He came up there, the second baseman wasn't there yet. He had to pump and hold on to the baseball. He held on, let the second baseman get there, and then he was able to throw Frank out. So Frank did his job, third baseman did his job. We got one out, runner at second now. Justin Stockstill's going to step in here for the Tide. Lance Stewart and family tuned in, said let's roll Tide, go Maroon Tide. I do have a couple of guesses for the trivia question. I'll look at those in a second. First pitch to Stockstill is going to be up high for a ball, 1-0. Parker Helton stands in the on-deck circle for the Tide. See what Stockstill can do. He can bunt if need be, but he looks like he's going to swing. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1. He handles the bat pretty well. First baseman playing back behind the bag. Middle infield playing double play depth, really deep. Third baseman is even with the bag. Swing and a miss by Stockstill, 1-2. Both middle infielders not only are playing deep, but cheating to the middle. So got a fairly decent hole between first and second. If Stockstill could pull something out there, Bird would have an opportunity to score. Right fielder's pretty deep. That one's going to be up high, 2-2 to Jay Stock. Left field and center field playing Justin straight away. Shortstop's holding on Bird. He cheats over, steps away. Here's Walls' pitch. That one's going to be down low for a ball, 3-2. Big pitch here. Definitely would be huge for the Tide to get runners at first and second with one out and get the top of the lineup with Helton. Kyler King would then be on deck. So here's the 3-2 pitch. Got to get past this one first. Swing and fouled. Stockstill was able just to get enough of it to foul it off, so he'll remain alive on a pretty good pitch there by Walls. Which Major League pitcher racked up 300 wins, ended up getting the same number of hits as he did wins? Up high, ball 4. So we get what we wanted. Stockstill's down at first. Bird's at second, one out. Parker Helton's going to step in. That's going to call, looks like that's going to draw a visit from the Hattiesburg coach. He'll walk out and have a conversation with his young pitcher. While he does, we'll step aside. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Looking for a gym to help you become a healthier you? The gym at Picayune is the place to be with its large open facility, modern equipment, and knowledgeable staff led by owner and operator Edgar Woods. The gym at Picayune offers a variety of workouts and classes to meet your specific needs with 24/7 access. The gym accepts silver sneakers, which is available at no cost for adults 65 plus through select Medicare plans. More space, more equipment, more growth. The gym at Picayune.
So we got a little something cooking now. If you're a Maroon Tide fan, runners at first and second, one out. Parker Helton's going to step in.
All right, here we go. Runners at first and second, one out.
Kyler King will be on deck. See what Petey can do here. Well, we sure need a base hit. This would be huge. Runs have been in a premium so far, been unattainable for both teams so far. Petey's going to take the first one up and in for a ball, 1-0. Struck out the first time and hit into a fielder's choice last time up. Here's a 1-0 pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball, 2-0. Coach Evan telling Petey to calm down, maybe a little anxious, which is understandable. Big spot here in the playoffs. Feel like if you can get Tanner a run or two, I like our chances tonight. Here's a spot. That one's going to be way outside, 3-0. And they've got Bird called off at second, but he's able to get back. Ball kicked away from the catcher. Bird got a really big secondary, but shortstop didn't come over and cover, so the catcher had to kind of hesitate and pump. When he did throw it down, Bird was able to get back. So got to read the ball in the dirt, but if you're not going to go, you got to get back to second. So just don't make any silly moves. Bird was able to get back, no harm, no foul, 3-0 to the Tide center fielder. That one's in there for a strike, 3-1. Maybe advantage of the old 3-0 strike. Got a big zone 3-0. So Petey will step back in here. That one's going to be down and out. Ball 4. So we got bases loaded and Kyler King at the plate. If you're a Maroon Tide fan, this is what you want. This is the guy at the plate. Bases full of Tidesmen. One out. And that's going to draw another visit, which means we'll have a change in pitcher. We'll find out who that is when we come back. Tide got something cooking here at the Kirk in the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune on Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4 now has new hours, 7:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. and from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. on Sundays at the Highway 43 location. Get an early bird special Monday through Thursday and choose from a variety of wash packages. Get a monthly wash club starting as low as $20.99. Ask about their gift cards. Why do it yourself when you can let First Place Express Car Wash do it for you? If it doesn't shine, it ain't mine.
We got your bag, hey. Back pains and injuries, Dr. Moore understands. No more pain, no more hurting. She just uses her hands. She got the #1 clinic that I recommend. She has a lovely crew too, and they'll fit you right up. So call Dr. Moore when that pain gets rough. Cause we got your back, hey, we got your back. We got your back, hey, we got your back. We got your back, hey, we got your back. More Chiropractic Clinic, located at 6682 Highway 11 North. Suite 103, Carrier, Mississippi, 39426. We got your back, hey.
It looks like Rod Page, number 11, is going to be the new pitcher. Let me get you his stats. Rod Page is pitched in 5 games. He has no record. He has struck out 7 and walked 3, pitched 6 innings on the year. He's a junior. He's been a force to be reckoned with. No, sorry, that's Pope. So he is just a junior. And let's see if I got an ERA on him. I do not. He has 0 ERA. So 0. Just pitched in 5 games, 6 innings. So throws from the right side. He was playing center field. I'll give you this won't be the final on Walls because he is responsible for the runners on base, which is full right now. But through 4.1 innings, he gave up officially 1 hit. I may disagree with Mr. Kraft on 1 or 2 of those. He called errors. I don't necessarily think are errors, but 1 hit. 5 walks and 3 strikeouts. Again, he is responsible. Can't close the book because he's responsible for all 3 base runners. But up until this inning, he threw the ball pretty well. Not overpowering, but had good run and arm side run, so running away from a right-handed hitter, and just kind of kept the Tide off balance. Other than the one Kraft hit and maybe one more, we didn't have a lot of barrels flying baseballs tonight. Let's see if we can find one here against Rod Page. Kyler King is going to step in here now. Kyler leads the Maroon Tide offense in just about every offensive category. It's a big spot for him. As I said, you got the bases full of Tidesmen, 1 out. This is the guy you want at the plate. Pumpkin's going to be behind him and in Kraft. That one's going to be down low for a ball. To the Tide shortstop. That one's going to be down low for a ball, 2-0. So Coach Evan telling Kyler to settle down, and if Kyler has a fault at the plate, it's that sometimes he tries to do too much. He is such an athlete, has so much talent, but he can't do it all. That was going to hit on the ground, going to get past the shortstop. It's not going to be far. Well, it is going to get into left field, but it's not going to be deep enough to score but 1 run. But we'll take a single and a run scored, and the bases are still loaded for Jamie. So we got a timeout, and Coach Evan is going to walk out and talk to the home plate umpire, and I think he's going to talk about an interference call on the bases. So I was looking down, but I did see the end result of it. We'll see what comes out. Looks like the interference is going to be on the shortstop. So the ball was hit. The infield was in. The ball was hit between the shortstop and the third baseman in the 5-6 hole. Shortstop goes over, can't get the ball, and then just kind of hung out in the baseline. And so that caused Stockstill coming around second to run into the shortstop or get deflected around the shortstop, and he didn't get a good turn. So I don't know if Coach Evan could have sent him, but Coach Evan is arguing right now that I didn't get that chance, and you can't get in the baseline when you weren't going for the ball. The ball was passed him out into left field. So that's the discussion now. The umpires are together. They are huddled up out there having a discussion, and we'll see what the outcome's going to be. But we know that it's 1-0 bases loaded, 1 out. Jamie Lumpkin's going to step in here, and Morgan Kraft is going to be in the on-deck circle. Umpires having a long discussion out there. Oftentimes that doesn't go in the favor of the Maroon Tide. Ball's hit pretty hard, 2-0 pitch. King's going to hit it, get it by the infield that was in. If they're back, shortstop probably makes that play or at least knocks it down. So the decision is made. It doesn't look like it went in the Maroon Tide's favor. The umpire is giving that decision to Coach Evan. I can tell by Coach Evan's body language he's not happy with that ruling, but he's getting an explanation. And umpire has said his piece, and he's going to walk back to the dugout, or walk back to behind the plate. Coach Evan's going to stroll back to third base. Everybody's had their conversation, and Jamie Lumpkin's going to step in here. So we still got bases loaded. Still got 1 out. Infield is in on the grass. Time for the Tide to put a crooked number up. That one's going to be in there for a ball. No, it's going to hit him. I thought it was inside, but Jamie actually lobbied for the hit by pitch, and he got it. Hattiesburg is not happy with that call. Look, so we got the Hattiesburg coach is going to come out and have a conversation with the umpire. So the poor home plate umpires get it from both sides. Coach Evan gave him an earful about the obstruction call. Now the Hattiesburg coach is getting a detailed explanation about that pitch that was close. I honestly couldn't tell, but Jamie immediately pointed at his elbow that it hit. The umpire agreed and sent him to first. So we got 2-0 now, bases loaded, still 1 out. Morgan Kraft's going to step in. The infield's still in. Page is still pitching. Kraft's going to take that one for a strike. A little drama going on here, a little excitement. Ty trying to put some crooked numbers up. That's in there for strike 2. This is a spot where typically Kraft can shine, but he's got himself in an 0-2 hole here. Page not throwing the ball hard at all. Got to have to stay back. Try to get something to hit. Got kind of a, I won't call it funky, but an unusual windup. Sometimes it's hard to pick the ball up when you get a little bit of a jerk in your windup, and Page has that. That one's going to be hit out into left field, but it's going to be right at the left fielder. Helton's going to tag, and he's going to score. So that'll be a sac fly by Morgan Kraft. Will be the second out of the inning, but the Tide scores another run. It was a line drive right at the left fielder. Helton did a good job of tagging up, and quite frankly, had the third baseman not cut the ball, probably would have threw Parker out at the plate, but third baseman cut the ball, and there was no time for the relay. So Tide a beneficiary of that. So we got runners at first and second now. 2 outs, score 3-0. Cooper Moreau's going to step in for the Tide. He's going to take the first pitch and foul it off down the first base line. Kraft hit the ball on the nose, just right at the left fielder, but we'll take that sac fly. And we'll also take the cutoff by the big third baseman. 3-0 now here in the bottom of the 5th, looking for more. That one's going to be called a strike on the inside corner. So 0-2 now to Coop. 0-2 to Coop. Runners at first and second, 2 out. That one's going to be down low for a ball, 1-2. I think I do have a trivia question winner. Paul's Pastry Shop, Mardi Gras Cafe. I'll get to that after this half inning. We've had a little excitement and I haven't been able to look over there, but I believe I saw a correct answer go up. Coop's going to hit a rocket, but what a play by the first baseman. He goes up and towards the first base line and robs Cooper of a double. It's just a loud out. So Tide scores 3. And that's something that we needed. That may be enough. Let's see as we're heading into the top of the 6th. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Welcome to the River, where education meets excellence. Join the Wildcat family and dive into our lively campus. Make friends, join clubs, get involved, and create memories. Experience academic excellence with our dedicated faculty. Explore cutting-edge facilities designed for your success. Choose PRCC for an education that shapes your future. Pearl River, where you can roar with champions.
Get back in the game with Dodd Therapy Center. Jamison Dodd has the specialties and experience to get your athlete back in the game, including indoor turf, Hyvamat, blood flow restriction, trigger point dry needling, and much more. Dr. Dodd and Dodd Therapy Center is also specializing in treating Parkinson's disease and other neurological disorders. Give Dodd Therapy Center a call at 769-242-2636 or visit us at 405 Memorial Boulevard in Picayune and get back in the game.
So Picayune plates 3 in their half of the 5th. They take a 3-0 lead here over Hattiesburg. We're headed to the top of the 6th, where the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune, where they are Picayune Maroon Tide proud. Stop by the main branch at 121 East Canal for all your banking needs. Busby's still out there working for the Tide. So far through 5. He's only allowed 1 hit, struck out 4, and walked none. He has been phenomenal for the Tide, as he has been all year long. John Tarvin's going to lead it off here for the Tigers. I do have a winner on the trivia question. Donnie Keller is the winner. That's going to be a called strike to Tarvin. Donnie, I need you to text me the GPS coordinates of a late season turkey. That's what you've won. It's an opportunity to send that to me. That's going to be down low for a ball, 1-1. Who is a pitcher that racked up 300 wins and also got 300 hits in his career? Warren Spann. That was the answer. Warren Spann. 300 hits and 300 wins. Swing and a miss by Tarvin, so he'll be 2-2 now. Warren Spann is the answer. Donnie Keller is the Paul Spacer Shot Mardi Gras Cafe Trivia winner. Strike 3 to Tarvin. And T-Buzz is still dealing here at the Kirk. So he's on fire here through 5 1/3. They'll turn it back over to the top of the order, Joe Pope. Step in here for Hattiesburg. A little buzz, a little bit of excitement going on after that last inning. Picayune scored 3. That first pitch is going to be fouled off by Polk, so it'll be 0-1. Polk leads in all categories for Hattiesburg. Came into the game hitting .429. He'll hit a chopper to King. King will pick it up. Has trouble getting out of his glove, but makes the play across the diamond. And will record the second out of the inning. Just a little chopper to the shortstop. King had a little bit of a trouble getting it out of his glove, but he adjusts nicely. Flips it over to Kraft. Kraft makes a good stretch and records the second out. So with 2 down, pitcher now, Rod Page will step in. It's from the right side. Came into the game hitting .275. Page is a junior. He'll take that one up high for a ball, 1-0. We're going to do this again tomorrow night at the Smoke up in Hattiesburg, 7 o'clock. Be on the air about 6:45-ish. That one's up high, 2-0. We'll be on WRJW 1320 AM, 106.9 FM, on the portal and on the YouTube channel at PMHS Sports. Page will ask for and receive time. Speaking of the video, we appreciate Allstate, the Pygate Agency, for sponsoring our video stream this weekend. That one's going to be down low for 3-0 now to Page. Don't want to issue our first walk here, and that one's going to be in there for a strike, 3-1. Page was halfway to first. Umpires love to do that when you take off running and try to show them up. They love to call a strike, but that was a no-doubter. It was right down the middle. And he motions for Mr. Page to take his position. Here's the 3-1. That one's up high and not close. So now he'll run down to first. That'll bring up Bobo Barnes, the shortstop for Hattiesburg. So the first walk of the game issued by Tanner. Only 69 pitches so far, so very much been an efficient game through 5.2 innings for Busby. Struck out 5, that's his first walk. No runs, 1 hit. As I said, maybe another hit or 2 there. We possibly could debate with Timmy on errors or hits, but officially 1 hit. Here's the first pitch to Barnes. That one's going to be hit a chopper to Cooper at third. He'll pick it up, throw across the diamond to Morgan, and record the third out of the inning. So we're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Tide still leads this one 3-0. You're listening to Maroon Tide playoff baseball here on WRJW.
Hey friends, camping's a spring thing, and spring is here. Check out this new 2024 Wildwood FSX 174BH. This travel trailer has a front queen bed, rear bunks, and only weighs 2,899 pounds. MSRP is $24,398, reduced to only $13,988. A brand new 2024 bunkhouse trailer for only $13,988. Pawpaw's Campers is not that far from where you are. Come and see us.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Looking for a gym to help you become a healthier you? The gym at Picayune is the place to be with its large open facility, modern equipment, and knowledgeable staff led by owner and operator Edgar Woods. The gym at Picayune offers a variety of workouts and classes to meet your specific needs with 24/7 access. The gym accepts silver sneakers, which is available at no cost for adults 65 plus through select Medicare plans. More space, more equipment, more growth. The gym at Picayune.
We're back here at the Kirk where the Tide leads Hattiesburg 3-0 heading into the bottom of the 6th. Tide got their 3 runs in the 5th. They were quiet up until that point. They head into the 6th with a 3-run lead. I want to remind you that the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FMB Picayune, where they always put you first. Stop by the South Branch and see Miss Tracy Acker on Memorial Boulevard for all your banking needs. Landon Watts is going to lead it off here for the Tide. Watts is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. He'll take the first pitch from Page outside for a ball, 1-0. We appreciate Mr. Kevin Bice running the video stream for us. That one's going to be lifted by Watts out into right field. Right fielder's going to come in and make the play, so it'll be 1 out. Watts kind of leaned down and just never could really connect. Lifted it softly out into right field, and that's kind of been the story for the Tide. Other than about 2 baseballs, we haven't found a barrel tonight, and none of these guys are throwing hard, but throwing well enough to keep us off of our offense and kind of off pace. Just not feeling comfortable. Not good swings for the Tide tonight at all. That one's in there to Brady Robertson for the first pitch and the first strike. So 0-1 to B-Rob. That one's on the outside corner, 0-2. You feel like that 3 runs is probably enough for Busby, if things hold like they are, but I believe we're going to have to do something different tomorrow night if we're going to generate some offense, because we just have not been able to hit the ball hard. So 1-2 now to Robertson. Here's a pitch for Page. Robertson's going to hit that one back up the middle. Second baseman's going to make a dive and catch, pick up, throw it over to first, and he made a terrific play. Good job there by Joe Polk. So he'll throw Robertson out over at first. He went to his left, made a dive and catch on a ground ball, came up to his knees, made a good strong throw over to first. So good job there by Joe Polk. That'll bring up Landon Franklin, designated hitter. Frank is 0 for 1 with 1 strikeout on the night. First pitch to Frank's going to be hit off the end of the bat down to the first baseman, and that flare will be the 3rd out of the inning. So we'll head to the top of the 7th. Hattiesburg is down 3-0. They're down to their final 3 outs. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Forest Health wants its patients to receive the best possible care, wherever they are. Through regional medical facilities, Forest Health offers services for wound care patients in one of 4 wound healing centers, including Highland Community Hospital in Picayune, Walthall General Hospital in Tylertown, Pearl River County Hospital in Poplarville, and Forest General Hospital in Hattiesburg. At these facilities, our medical team treats the whole person, not just the wound. For more information, visit www.foresthealth.org.
Locally owned and operated, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune would like to say a huge thank you to their loyal customers. Both locations, Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4, now have new hours. 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays at the Highway 43 location. Get the early bird special Monday through Thursday. Remember, when it comes to your vehicle's shine, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune will have you saying, if it doesn't shine, it ain't mine.
We're headed to the top of the 7th. Picayune leads this one 3-0. Peyton Wells has the speakers bumping and the crowd jumping here at the Kirk. Big crowd. Student section has showed up tonight. Hattiesburg brought quite a few with them. And they're down to their last 3 outs. We'll see, but Busby is back out there to try to close this one out. Ramarian Wilson, second baseman, who made an outstanding play. Sorry, he's the first baseman. He's going to foul the first pitch off, so he'll be 0-1. He was the recipient of that great play by Polk at second base. That one's going to be hit down the third base line, but foul, so it'll be 0-2 quickly to Wilson. Wilson came into the game hitting .312, 4 triples, leads the team in triples. You know, he's got speed. That one's going to be hit back up the middle, going to be a tough play for Jamie, and he can't pick it up. So I'm gonna score that a single. We'll see what the official score is. Jamie goes to the middle, tries to backhand the ball. I'm not sure he could have made the play even if he'd have caught it cleanly. I just said Wilson runs well. We'll see how that was scored. I got it as a single. So it'll bring Quentin Rubin up. Rubin is a designated hitter for Hattiesburg. And Rubin is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. We got something going on down there at first with Wilson. He's wrapping his hand, it looks like. So now we're ready for play. Quentin will step in. Quentin Rubin, the designated hitter. Wilson's at first. Hattiesburg down 3-0. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Cooper in on the grass at third. Middle of the infield back. That was going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 to the designated hitter. Hattiesburg down to their final 3 outs. Ty would love to get a double play here. Middle infielder back. That one's going to be hit hard right into the Hattiesburg dugout over on the first base side. So it'll be 0-2 now to the designated hitter. We'll do this again tomorrow night. Up in Hattiesburg, these two teams will do it again. 7 p.m. We'll be on the air about 6:45-ish. Picayune girls defeated PRC girls tonight in the first round of their playoff game. That was going to be hit on the ground to Jamie. Jamie's going to pick it up. Cannot get the handle on it and cannot throw it to, cannot flip it over to Kyler. Tried to throw it to first and could not get a runner out there either. So that's going to be an error on Jamie. And we'll have runners at first and second. There was a hard slide by Wilson into Kyler King at second base. He's coming out of the game. He's holding his right arm. I'm not sure what's going on, but honestly, it doesn't look good. So that is a huge loss if it is potentially a loss for Picayune, but he's out of the game. It was a very hard slide. I will say it. Coach Evan is going to have a discussion with the second base umpire, and rightly so. I'm not saying that it was intentional. I'm not saying that it was mean. I'm just saying it was a hard slide. It knocked the legs out from under Kyler King. Looks like he fell on his arm and hurt his arm, and he came off holding his arm. So I'm not sure it's arm, wrist, hand, but it didn't look good. So we'll try to get some updates that as we can. But King is out for probably at least this game. We'll see how hard that is. Coach Evan argues his case to the second baseman. It doesn't seem to get anywhere. So, and I will say that Wilson immediately called for help and support, for King over there. So again, I'm not saying that it was intentional or harmful or anything like that, but it was a hard slide, and it ended up causing King to fall on that arm, and it knocked him out of the game. So let me see who's going to go where and who's going to do what. They're still working on King in the dugout, so I don't know if they're going to try to bring him back out here, but nobody has went to shortstop. So I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen here. King is still in the dugout, so I tell you what, we're going to take a break while they figure this out. Maybe they're going to wrap King and put him back out there, and maybe they're waiting on somebody to get warmed up. I don't know, but nobody's ran out. So we'll take a break. We'll be back in just 30 seconds, and I'll let you know what the outcome of this one is.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a lost bee that found my way into your car. And now that I'm in here, good luck getting me out.
I think it's gone. Wait, no, it's in my hair.
And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, well, this could be quite a sticky situation. So get Allstate.
Jason Pygott has offices in Picayune. Make sure you have the right coverage. Give the Pygott Agency a call today. 601-798-7005.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
So Kyler King comes back out. Looks like they taped his wrist up. He is holding it gingerly, but the way he came off the field, I did not think that he would be able to play. He's throwing a few balls over to first, and I can tell you he's not 100%. But he is a gutsy baseball player, and he looks like he's going to try to gut it out. He's telling the umpire, I'm okay. So they give him a couple of throws over to first. You can tell that he's not 100%, but it does seem to be a fairly strong throw over to first. So I was wrong. I did not believe he'd be able to come out the way he was holding his arm coming off, but they taped his wrist up, got him back out into shortstop. He gets a couple of throws over to first. He's telling everybody, he's shaking his head, he's okay. Wilson does go over and shake his hand, so good sportsmanship there by Wilson. But the end result is we're going to have nobody out, runners at first and second. The big third baseman's going to be up here, DJ Johnson. Nobody out. Johnson represents the tying run here in the top of the seventh. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be lifted out into right field. Brady's going to drift back, probably deep enough to tag. Wilson's going to try to tag over from third. Sorry, that's not Brady. That's actually Brunson out in right field. I missed that they've just put him in defensively here. So Brunson goes back. He'll get a sac fly. He'll record the first out of the inning. That will move the runner from second to third. Runner at first had to remain. So that's Brunson out in right. Missed that defensive substitution this inning. He makes the play. But Wilson does get to third. So now we'll have Tyler Weatherspoon up, center fielder. Runners at first and third, one out. Tide still up 3-0 here in the top of the seventh. Hattiesburg now down to their final 2 outs. That's going to be a foul. First pitch, 0-1.
Shane and Tanya Stockstill. Thank you, Shane and Tanya, for all y'all do. Traveling around.
So it'll be interesting to see how Kyler is. I don't think he's 100%, but he's a gutsy ball player, and he's going to play. We'll see if that comes into play. If we can get out of this thing with a win, how it comes into play tomorrow night. Swing and a miss by Weatherspoon, 0-2 quickly to the Tiger center fielder. Runners on the corner, one out. 3-0 ball game, top of the seventh. Tide crowd has kind of went quiet here after all that commotion with King. That one's going to be down low. Good block there by Watts. So 1-2. And the runner had to hang out at third over there. Witherspoon will step back in. Middle infield is back. Double play depth. Corners are in. That was going to be a good job of just fouling that ball off. Witherspoon got fooled, but he was able just to clip enough of it as it went by to remain alive. Fight for another pitch. So here's the 1-2 from Busby to Witherspoon. It's going to be up and out, 2-2. Tide scored all 3 of their runs in the 5th. A couple of walks, hitting an air, sac fly, and they were able to score 3. That one's going to be outside. Tide wanted that, but it looked to be outside. So full count now to Witherspoon. Certainly don't want to walk the bases. Busby is at 83 pitches, so you still think he's got plenty in the gas tank here to close this thing out. Interested to see what happens here. That one's going to be down low for a ball. So Busby not happy with the call. That's going to draw a visit from Evan. Coach Nichols going to go out and have a conversation with Busby. We'll see if he makes a change. If he makes a change, we'll step away. If it's just a visit, we'll stay here. Busby on the night, 84 pitches, 56 of them striked. He's through 6 1/3 of an inning. So far, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. But he is in a full-blown jam now. Bases are loaded. And we've only got 1 out. Busby is going to remain in the game. Looks like we got a pinch hitter. Number 25 is Kraft. I don't have a first name. Kennon Kraft. I heard Mr. Jerry Grubb say. So Kennon Kraft is a junior. 407. He came into the game hitting 407. So he can swing the bat. Played in 38 games. had 38 plate appearances. Hitting at 407, but he'll take the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Infield is back. Swing and a miss by Kraft, so 0-2. Quickly to the junior, big right-hander. As I said, came in hitting at 407. He can swing the bat. Busby would love to get a punch out here. And he does it. And they're going to throw down and get the runner in a pickle, and Cooper's going to throw the ball away. So Watts stood up after the strikeout, threw it down to third. The runner, who was Wilson, was caught in no man's land. He turns and tries to go home. Cooper airmailed it home, threw it over Watts' hand, and so that will score the first run of the game for Hattiesburg, and it'll move runners up to second and third. So what should have been a strike 'em out, throw 'em out end of the game, ends up being a strike 'em out error, and now the tying run is at second base. So we got another pinch hitter here. Miles Prince, thank you. Miles Prince is just a freshman, hitting at 357 on the year. Prince, just a freshman, 357. He'll step in here in a big spot. His team is down 3-1. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Here's Busby's first pitch. That's up high, a ball. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think Cooper, you could kind of see in his body language, he wanted to aim it, and sometimes when you aim it, you throw it away. He had the runner out so far that you end up trying to aim the ball sometimes. Kind of like when you got a wide receiver wide open, you're throwing a football to him, and instead of just throwing it, you aim it. And that's what Cooper did. He ended up throwing the ball over Watts' head. So 1-2 quickly now to Prince. Freshman being put in a big situation here. But he's hitting 350. So here we go, 1-2, 2 outs. He does not swing on a good breaking pitch, so 2-2. Try to get him to go fishing on that 2-out breaking pitch. See what he does here now. Busby's in his windup. Here's a 2-2. That one's going to be fouled off. Good job of hitting there by Prince as he gets just enough of the fastball to stay alive. The big shoes to ask a freshman to come in here. Game 1 of the playoff. So we'll do 2-2 again. He's going to hit that one in the air, and it's going to get by Kyler. There's one run's going to score. Here comes the second run, and we got a tie ball game. As that ball was hit on a line over the diving attempt of Kyler, gets out into left field. The throw from Justin Stockstill was up the line. And so with a single, he plates both runs, he being the freshman. So what a job by the freshman as he steps in here and goes to a 3-2 count against a senior throwing right at 90 miles an hour and promptly strokes a single out into left field and plates 2 runs. So we got a fresh ball game here, 3-3. And that's going to bring to the plate Joe Polk, their leading hitter. He was hitting it over 400, 429 coming into the season. New life for the Tigers as their crowd that they brought down to the Kirk is live and awake right now. They are jumping and dancing and happy. Their team is scratched and fought here with 2 outs, taking advantage of an error by Picayune. It's going to be up high for a ball, and it's going to get by Watts. So the runner will get down to second. Looks like we had a pinch runner for the freshman. I'll get his number and name here in a second. But he'll get down to second with 2 outs. 1-0 to Polk. It's a huge turn of events. It looks like Todd was going to close this one out. Now we've got a tie ball game here in the 7th. Hattiesburg says they're not finished. They're trying to do more here with a runner in scoring position. Up high 2-0. So here's a 2-0 pitch down to Polk. That one's going to be lifted behind first base. Kraft's going to call everyone off, stand underneath it. He'll make the play. That'll be the third out of the inning, but not before Hattiesburg scores 3 runs, 2 of those after a crucial Maroon Tide error. And then we got a tie ball game heading into the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a lost bee that found my way into your car. And now that I'm in here, good luck getting me out.
I think it's gone. Wait, no, it's in my hair.
And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, well, this could be quite a sticky situation. So get Allstate.
Jason Pygott has offices in Picayune. Make sure you have the right coverage. Give the Pygott Agency a call today. 601-798-7005.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Join the crispy chicken craze with Sonic's all-new crispy tender wraps and hickory barbecue and cheesy baja. Stop by and enjoy each for only $1.99. Sonic's crispy tender wraps include all white meat, melted shredded cheddar cheese, and lettuce. The hickory barbecue has additional hickory sauce, and the cheesy baja has an added zesty cheese sauce, and both are wrapped in a warm tortilla. Try one today at Sonic Drive-In on Highway 11 North in Picayune. Go ahead, push that red button for happy eating at its best.
So Tide a little bit shell-shocked, headed into the bottom of the 7th. Thought we were going to get out of that one and sneak out of here with a win. But Hattiesburg has scratched and fought, came back to tie this one up 3-3. Rod Page still out there for the Hattiesburg Tigers. Justin Stockstill's going to lead it off here. Parker Helton to be on deck, as we got 3 outs left in regulation. What could have been maybe a strike him out, throw him out to end the game. Ended up being a strike him out in an error. Next guy, a freshman, a pinch hitter, steps in. Hits a 2-out single to score 2 runs. So we got a 3-3 ball game here. Said the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune, where the customer is always first. Go by and see Chantel Thady at the West Canal branch for all your banking needs. All right, so Hattiesburg spreading out, getting back into position in the outfield. Justin Stockstill is going to step in here. Get ready for the Tide. As I said, Rod Page is still on the mound. He's thrown 1.2 innings so far, giving up no runs, 1 hit, no walks, and no strikeout. That one's going to be hit right back up the middle. The shortstop was standing behind the pitcher practically. And he is in the right position as he makes that look routine. If he's in his normal spot, that's a base hit, but he was shaded all the way up the middle. And that was a good bit of scouting there by Hattiesburg. Stockstill hit it hard, but it was right at the shortstop, who was shaded over behind the pitcher. So Parker Helton will step in now. Hattiesburg has all the momentum in the world right now. See what Picayune can do to get it back. That one's up or down low for a ball to Parker. Just need some base runners. See if we can put a little pressure on them and what we can do here. Parker is 0 for 2. Has scored a run on a walk. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1. That's going to be a high chopper back to the mound. The pitcher will pick it up, stumble a bit, but gets it over to first for the second out of the inning. So Page had to step off the back of the mound, catch that high chopper. He stumbled just a bit on the lip of the turf, but he's able to recover, throw over to first. So Kyler King's up here. This, to me, is going to tell the tale. He got hurt in that last inning in a hard slide, fell on his wrist. They taped it up, put him back in the game. He did not appear to be 100%, but we'll see how he swings the bat here. The first pitch is a strike. It's going to be a breaking pitch on the outside corner. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be down low. 1-1. So if you've never tried to swing the bat with a hurt wrist, it's not fun. So to me, this will tell the tale for him. Kyler swings and pops it straight up. Pitcher's going to come over, call everybody off, and drop the ball. He drops the ball. Pitcher goes between third and home, calls off the catcher and the third baseman, and drops the ball. So that'll be an error on the pitcher. Kyler wisely never stopped running. He's standing on second. So it was a high pop fly. Pitcher had all the time in the world, but what often happens when you get there and settle in, you lose it, and it just clipped off his glove and falls to the ground, and it falls in fair territory. He was in fair territory, so it's a fair ball. So he'll stand at second on a two-base error. Wait, now we're getting a different call. Let me understand what's happening, because they're making Tyler come back to. They're making Kyler come back to the plate, and I'm not sure why. Let me get a ruling on this, because I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm just getting a ruling in here to find out what's going on. The pitcher was inside fair territory, caught the ball, or the ball hit his glove.
What are you doing? Come on, Clam!
And the ball fell out of his glove, and the umpire called that a foul ball. If you touch the ball in fair territory, should be a fair ball. So I'm not sure how the umpire got that one wrong. So they made Kyler comes back. So that's a strike. And after a long discussion with Coach Evan, they put him back in the box, and now he's got a 2-2 count. Here we go. That one's going to be a high chopper over to third. Third baseman's going to pick it up, throw across the diamond, and Kyler's going to beat it out. So Kyler gets some relief after he gets a single, but that was just it was a blown call. No other way to say it. If you're in fair territory and you touch the ball and the ball still falls in fair territory, it's a fair ball. So sometimes we are human and we make a mistake, and that was a mistake by the umpire. But now we have a runner at first. Jamie Lumpkin's going to step in now. He'll hit with Kyler at first. And 2 outs. First pitch is going to be a strike to Lumpkin. Here's the 0-1. Morgan Kraft stands on deck. King is going to go and get thrown out at second base. King tries to steal the base and gets thrown out. So Kyler King's single is erased. We'll head to some bonus baseball here. We got a little bit of drama. We got a little bit of action. We got a little bit of everything here in playoff baseball. We're headed to the top of the 8th. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
We got your back, hey. Back pains and injuries, Dr. Moore understands. No more pain, no more hurting. She just uses her hands. She got the #1 clinic that I recommend. She has a lovely crew too, and they'll fit you right up. So call Dr. Moore when that pain gets rough. Cause we got your back, hey, we got your back. We got your back, hey, we got your back. We got your back, hey, we got your back. More Chiropractic Clinic, located at 6682 Highway 11 North. Suite 103, Carrier, Mississippi, 39426. We got your back, hey.
Well, it was a quiet 5 innings. Picayune scored some runs in the bottom of the 5th. Not much happened in the 6th. And then all kind of stuff happened here in the 7th. As we had some drama. And now we've had all sorts of drama in the bottom of the 7th. But what we end up with is some bonus baseball here at the Kirk for the first round of the playoffs in the first game. Number 11, Rod Page, the pitcher, is going to step in here, and the discussion and all the drama right now is over the fact that Page balks. Kyler King got thrown out, but Page balks every pitch. If there's a runner on, he never stops. The first pitch in there to Page is a strike, 0-1. Busby is out there for his 8th inning of work. He has 97 pitches so far. Number 98's a strike, 0-2. So that's been the discussion, and maybe hearing in the background lots of people talking about Page balked because he doesn't stop. He must come to a complete stop. As a pitcher, he doesn't. King got thrown out. Yes, it is. Donald, you asked me that question. Yes, it is. That's a pitch up. 1-2. 1-2 to Page. That one's going to be hit hard out in the left field for a single. So Page is going to help himself as he takes a 1-2 breaking pitch and deposits it out into left field. So he'll stand on first with nobody out. Bobo Barnes is going to step in, the shortstop now.
Number 6, that's Bobo Barnes.
Barnes is 1 for 3 on the night. All the momentum is with Hattiesburg right now. Picayune just needs to get some quiet. That's what they're looking for here, is to quiet the crowd, quiet the team. And they just did it. They just did it. Watts picked him off at first base. So that pitch was up and high. Watts makes a snap throw down to first base. Kraft applies the tag. And we picked off the guy down at first, who was Page, and that's huge. Maybe that is the momentum swing that the Tide was looking for. But that's huge. That's pitch is going to be up 1-1 now to Bobo. So that single is erased by the arm of Watts. He's picked off one and thrown out one tonight. Ball outside to Barnes, 2-1 to the Hattiesburg shortstop. That one's going to be hit on the ground to the 5-6 hole, get by Kyler, and it'll be out in left field. So the second single of the inning for Hattiesburg. Both of them pretty well hit. One line drive, one on the ground. King just not able to get there. Barnes will have his second hit of the night. Ramarian Wilson will step in now. Second baseman. Sorry, first baseman. First baseman. Sometimes I look at their number and not their position. He is number 4, but in the number 3 position. So he hits from the left side. He'll step in against Busby and take the first pitch as a strike. Wilson is 1 for 1 on the night and scored a run. He was involved in that collision at second base that sent Kyler King out briefly. So Barnes is at first. Here's the 0-1. It's going to be fouled off. So 0-2 now to Wilson. Wilson's a junior. Came into the game hitting .312. 4 triples, 2 home runs. He can swing the bat. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He goes fishing for a low breaking pitch, and he knows it as he immediately turns and runs back to the dugout. So Busby will record his 7th strikeout. He's at 107 pitches now. I think the limit's 120 if I remember correctly. So this is probably it for Busby as he's pitched a whale of a ball game. Outstanding. Quentin Rubin's going to step in now, and Rubin's going to foul it off. So he'll start 0-1.
Scotty.
So still got a runner at first, 2 outs. Tie ball game here in the top of the 8th. 108 pitches for Busby, struck out 7, walked 2. Through 7 2/3 of an inning. That pitch is in there for a strike. 0-2 now to the designated hitter. Like for Busby to get out of here with a strikeout. I know that's the way he would like to end this appearance. That one's going to be up and high, outside for a ball, 1-2. And that's something you just hate for the big right-handers. He's just pitched an outstanding game. If we can't pull this win out for him. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Down low for a ball, 2-2. Still got a runner at first. Hattiesburg scored all 3 of their runs in the bottom of the 7th. 2 of them came off the bat of a freshman pinch hitter after a key Tide error. Here's a 2-2 swing and a miss. So Busby will record the third out of the inning, and they'll strand a runner down at first. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Are you tired of the same old mundane service you get when you need to get an oil change for your car or truck? Do you feel like you have to be the first person there to get in line to get your oil changed that day? Tired of having to get up before the chickens to beat the crowd? Well, it's different at Pit Lane Oil Change in Picayune. J.R. Pascal and his Pit Lane crew make sure you are in and out in a timely manner. And you don't need an appointment either. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. till 12 noon. The Pit Lane crew inspects your vehicle to make sure the fluids, belts, lights, tire pressure, battery, and wiper blades are in good working order to keep you on the road in your ride. And they will vacuum the inside of your vehicle as a little extra touch from the crew at Pit Lane Oil Change. Come experience for yourself why people keep coming back to Pit Lane Oil Change time after time. They're located at 401 Highway 11 North, just 3 blocks north of East Canal, right by the railroad tracks. You can call us at 601-798-0017. Come experience the difference. Pit Lane Oil Change, your personal pit crew.
We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. We got a 3-3 ball game. Rod Page is still out there for Hattiesburg. Got to believe that Busby's night is done as he threw 112 pitches and threw outstanding through 8. The first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, F&B Picayune, where hometown means the best service around, with 4 locations in Picayune to serve you. Jamie Lumpkin's going to lead it off here in the 8th for the Tide. D-Lump's 0 for 2, but he does have an RBI. Base runners is what we need. The first pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. Picayune faithful starting to get a little bit back in it as Watts was able to pick off a runner, maybe start to turn the momentum. Tanner struck out the last out of the game, or last out of the inning. That one's going to be lifted out into right field, but it's going to be playable. Right fielder will set it underneath it, make the out. So with 1 out, nobody on, Morgan Kraft will step in now. Kraft is 1 for 1 with a walk and an RBI.
Number 12, Morgan Kraft.
Here's the big right-hander. He'll step in. First pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. Anybody has the Pearl River Central West Harrison score, will you text it to me? Let me know how that one went. 601-590-5950. Ball 2 to Kraft. That one's going to be hit hard out into left field for a single. Kraft will get his second hit of the night. On a fastball that stayed up. Kraft hits it out into left field on the line. And that's what we need as base runners. Cooper Moreau's going to step in now. Ian Heron's going to be a pinch runner for Kraft. Another position or another opportunity where we can have a substitute, and then Kraft will return. In key positions, sometimes you want a faster player to get in there to run, and this is one of those opportunities. So we got 1 out. Cooper Moreau, the third baseman, will step in. Coop is 0 for 3 with a strikeout on the night. Somebody sent me a text, 10-1 PRC up in the 6th. I think I don't have your name, so I can't give you credit, but I appreciate that. Looks like PRC's up big in that game. At PRC, they'll play at West Harrison tomorrow. We've got a ball game here. 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Cooper Moreau's going to step in with a runner at first and 1 out. Here's the first pitch to Coop. That's going to be down low for a ball, 1-0. Tide had an opportunity in the 7th to close this one out. Key error gave Hattiesburg new life. And wouldn't you know it, next hitter, freshman pinch hitter, singles in 2 runs to tie the ball game. Here we are. Throw to first. That one's not close. That pitch is, so it's 1-1 now to Coop. Coop hits from the left side. This is an opportunity for him to get something going. Another throw over to first, keeping Herring close. That one's going to be fouled off. 1-2. Page in his third inning of work. After Wall started the game with 4.1 innings, a 4 1/3. Another throw over to first. Keeping Herring close over there. Got a 1-2 count to Coop. 1 out. Tie ball game here in the 8th. That one's going to be lifted out into center field. Center fielder's going to go to his right, over into left center, and he'll make the out. So Coop hits a pop fly for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Landon Watts here. That was going to be a pass ball. Gets by the catcher, and so that'll give Herring a chance to get down to first. So it'll be 1-0. Now Ian's now at second. 2 down still. That one's going to be called for a ball. 2-0. Watts tried to and did check his swing. Wanted to hesitate there to make sure they didn't call that a strike. So 2-0 to Watts. Runner at second. That one's going to be outside for a ball. 3-0. So that is the potential winning run at second if Watts can drive him home. That's a big pass ball. Let's see what they can do. It's going to be a fake move over to second by Page. So got a 3-0 count. That one's going to be down low for a ball. So ball 4. And that'll bring up Brunson Stockstill. Brunson Stockstill step in as he was a substitution late. He'll step in with runners at first and second. Looks like we're going to get a new pitcher. We'll get you his information here when we come back. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Get back in the game with Dodd Therapy Center. Jamison Dodd has the specialties and experience to get your athlete back in the game, including indoor turf, Hyvamat, blood flow restriction, trigger point dry needling, and much more. Dr. Dodd and Dodd Therapy Center is also specializing in treating Parkinson's disease and other neurological disorders. Give Dodd Therapy Center a call at 769-242-2636 or visit us at 405 Memorial Boulevard in Picayune and get back in the game.
Hey friends, camping is a spring thing, and Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune is here to get you started this spring. Whether it's RV accessories, parts, RV service, or RV sales, Pawpaw's Campers has you covered. Just call our toll-free line, 800-728-2267. That's 800-728-CAMP, or go to our website at pawpawsniceprice.com. We're not that far from where you are. Come and see us today.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
So we do have a new pitcher. His name is, I'm looking him up on second, Andrew Jordan. He is just a freshman, but he has a 237 ERA, a 4-0 record. And he has 29 strikeouts and against 9 walks and 23 innings of pitch. That's pretty good, especially for a freshman. So it looks like Hattiesburg's not afraid to stick freshmen in key situations. Last time they did this, it was a 2-run single by a pinch-hitting freshman. Here they put, looks like their number 3 guy, if I'm just guessing at the stats, into the game. It's like PRC score did go final in 6, 11-1. So PRC 10-run rules West Harrison. Totally different story here at the Kirk tonight. Picking had an opportunity to get away with a win in regulation, an error, then a 2-run single. Now we're in the bottom of the 8th. Got the winning run on second. Brunson Stockstill's going to step in here. Runner at first means nothing. Runner at second is what matters. We got 2 outs. Here's the pitch from the freshman. That's going to be in there for a strike. 0-1. Here, Jordan comes set. Going to be down low for a ball. 1-1 to Brunson. Ian Herring is at second. He's really all that matters. If he scores, the ball game's over. Swing and a miss by Brunson, 1-2. Jordan's throwing the ball well. I would say of the 3 pitchers tonight, he probably throws the hardest. Just a freshman, but his numbers don't lie. 29 strikeouts and 23 innings pitched. Very good strikeout to walk ratio. Good lively arm. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Brunson. Brunson's going to foul that one off. Kind of got ate up on an inside fastball, but got enough of it to remain in the game. So we'll do it again at 1-2. Landon Franklin's on deck. Tide designated hitter. Brunson can find a way to get on here, 1-2. Tide looking for just 1 run. That'll end it here. If not, we'll head into the 9th. That one's going to be up high for a ball, 2-2. Big at bat here for Brunson. Runners at first and second, swing and a miss. Brunson goes down swinging. That'll do it. Tide has a little bit of a rally, but they bring in a freshman and shut it down. We're heading to the top of the 9th. You're listening to Bonus Baseball on Maroon Tide. I'm sorry, Bonus Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.com.
Hey neighbors, it's that time of year again. It's springtime. Make that short drive to Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune. You'll be glad you did. Pawpaw's has a nice selection of new and used trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes. Please go to our website, pawpawsniceprice.com, and see multiple pictures of our entire inventory. Pawpaw's Campers, having fun, selling fun.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Highland Community Hospital continues to do what is best for patients in our new wound healing center. Now open and staffed by a specialized team of doctors, nurses, and techs, we treat diabetic patients and others with serious wounds that have resisted traditional treatment and need special care. Located on the first floor in our outpatient department, our medical professionals will tailor a treatment plan to meet your specific needs, working to treat the whole person and not just the wound. For more information, visit www.highlandch.org.
Landon Watts is going to be the new pitcher for the Tide, and the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune. Checking savings, loans, mortgages. If you need it, they've got it. FNB Picayune, your hometown bank. So we can close the book on Busby, and it was a good one. He went 8 innings, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, no earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Those runs came after what should have been a game ending. Strike them out, throw them out. So number 5, that's the big third baseman Johnson, is going to lead it off here for Hattiesburg. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He'll face Watts. Mason Bayless has come in at catcher. Here's the first pitch from Watts. That's going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. Watts has had a pretty phenomenal game. He's had a pickoff and caught stealing from behind the plate. He whizzes that one by Johnson's nose. Just missed him. 1-1 on about an 89-mile-an-hour chin music. Johnson's okay. He steps back in. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be lifted high towards first. Morgan's going to go over, settle underneath it, make the play. He'll record the first out of the inning. So Tyler Weatherspoon. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tyler Weatherspoon. I thought he had a different number on. Center fielder's going to step in here. Right-hander. He's 0 for 2 on the night, but has scored a run. Takes the first pitch in there for a ball. For a strike, 0-1. If you're just joining us, you've missed a heck of a couple of ball games here as we're in the ninth on a 3-3 ball game. That one's in there for a strike, 0-2 to Weatherspoon. It's pretty quiet here to the fifth. Tide scored 5 in the third. Hattiesburg comes back in the bottom of the seventh and scores 3 to tie the ball game, and here we are at the top of the ninth. That one's going to be fouled off his foot, so the count remains 0-2 to Weatherspoon. The catcher, Chang Parm, is on deck. All of this erases what was an outstanding performance by Busby. And that one's going to hit the head of Weatherspoon. It's going to run up and in. He looks to be okay. Well, actually, he's down for a second, but it got him on the helmet, so hopefully he's okay. Coach is going to come out and take a peek at him. I think he's okay. I heard it hit full helmet, but still not pleasant to get hit with a pitch to the helmet. He is up and going to first, so he's okay. And I'm glad to see that. Glad to see that. So, yeah, that was a high 80s fastball to the side of the head. But glad that Weatherspoon's good. He steps down at first. And that's going to bring in Chang Parm, who is the catcher. He hits from the left side. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. We got one out, runner on first here in the top of the night. 3-3 ball game. It's going to be outside. Going to be a throw down to second. And Witherspoon is going to get thrown out. Mason Bayless is going to throw him out. What a play there by the catcher. So Witherspoon trying to take advantage of a new catcher. Bayless says, hey, I'm not really that bad either. I can throw you out, and he does. So we got 2 outs now. Nobody on. 1-0 count to the catcher, Parm. Watts will go back from his windup now with nobody on. That one's going to be up high for a ball, 2-0. Here's the pitch. Up high ball, 3-0. So we just got rid of a base runner. We don't want to give him another one. Let's see what happens here, 3-0. We do. That's way outside. Ball 4. So Palmer run down to first. He'll stand there with 2 outs. Tarvin will be coming to bat now. Right fielder. Looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner or a pinch runner. No, a courtesy runner because it is the catcher. So we get a courtesy runner down at first. 31 is McDonald. He's a freshman. Jordan McDonald. He'll be the courtesy runner for the catcher down at first. John Tarvin will be the batter here. He's 0 for 2 on the night with 2 strikeouts. He swings and hits a little flare to the pitcher. Watts moves over to his left and records the 3rd out of the inning. So we're headed to the bottom of the 9. We still got a tie ball game. We got a good one cooking here at the Kirk. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Dr. Lori Blackmer and Dr. Mark Hutto at Picayune Eye Clinic are experienced optometrists who are passionate about your vision care. Picayune Eye Clinic will cater to all of your vision needs, answer any eye care questions you may have, and supply you with the most up-to-date optometric information and fashion eyewear and frames in order to keep your eyes clear and healthy. They've been providing complete eye care for over 30 years. The clinic is at 908 6th Avenue in Picayune. Give Picayune Eye Clinic a call today at 601-798-4182 and begin to see things more clearly.
Locally owned and operated, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune would like to say a huge thank you to their loyal customers. Both locations, Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4, now have new hours. 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays at the Highway 43 location. Get the early bird special Monday through Thursday. Remember, when it comes to your vehicle's shine, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune will have you saying, if it doesn't shine, it ain't mine.
We're heading to the bottom of the ninth. We still got a tie ball game. Hattiesburg has a freshman in. He's their number 3 guy. Mason Bayless has thrown out a batter. We've had some excitement the last few innings. Let's see if we can get one more bit of excitement, and it is in the form of us scoring a run and getting out of here. It's in a 3-game series in 4 days. We don't want to run through any more pitching than we need to, so we're just burning pitchers here. Quite honestly, let's see if we can get out of here. Landon Franklin's going to lead it off against Jordan, the freshman. It's going to be up high for a ball, 1-0. The first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank. FNB Picayune, come by the main branch and see Sheila Cooper and Linda Penton. Hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. That one's going to be in there for a strike. 1-1 now to Frank. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. That one's going to be fouled off, so he'll be in the hole 1-2 now. We've had a little bit of everything here at the Kirk tonight. It's been an exciting ball game, especially the last 4 innings. Frank's going to foul that one off to remain 0-2. I'm sorry, 1-2. And we'll do it again tomorrow night at the Smoke up in Hattiesburg, 7 o'clock. Be on the air about 6:45. It will be on WRJW 1320 AM and 106.9. That's going to be a flare to second baseman. Second baseman's going to come in, make a one-hop play, and throw over to second. Good play there by Joe Polk. Not only is he their leading offensive performer, he plays a very, very good defensive second baseman. And he comes in on a very difficult play, just a flare that landed just past the pitcher's mound. Polk comes all the way in, has to catch that ball on one hop. Throw to first. Justin Stockstill step in now. He'll take the first pitch up for a ball, 1-0. That was going to be down low for a ball, 2-0 now to Jay Stock. Stockstill is 0 for 1 officially, but he has scored a run. That one's going to be on the outside corner, 2-1. Jordan's come in for Hattiesburg, number 3 guy, just a freshman. Throws the ball really, really well. Lots of strikeouts in his performance. That one's going to be hit right back at him. A chopper, he'll pick it up, throw it over to first, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So Picayune not able to find a whole lot of barrels tonight. Just hadn't hit a ball hard. Thought maybe it changed as Jordan comes in and throws the ball a little bit harder. We seem to do a little bit better with a little bit harder pitching. So far, we haven't been able to do much with it. Parker Helton's going to step in now for the Tide leadoff hitter. Center fielder is 0 for 3 with a walk. First pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. No, that's a strike. He called that a strike, 0-1. Looked to be outside to me, but he called it a strike anyway, and that one's going to be down low. Now we got 1-1. Tide needs some base runners. We need one run as quickly as possible, as I said earlier. We don't want to just keep wasting, I don't want to say wasted, but burning pitchers. They become precious in a series. Swing and a miss by Parker, 1-2. Busby's already thrown his max. He threw 8 innings tonight in just a gym, and what a shame that he's not going to get a win tonight. That one's going to be hit on the ground, back to the pitcher. Pitcher's going to pick it up, toss it over to first, and that will do it. So we'll head to the 10th. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW
Locally owned and operated, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune would like to say a huge thank you to their loyal customers. Both locations, Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4, now have new hours. 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays at the Highway 43 location. Get the early bird special Monday through Thursday. Remember, when it comes to your vehicle's shine, First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune will have you saying, if it doesn't shine, it ain't mine.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a torrential downpour. You can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Jason Pygott has offices in Picayune. Make sure you have the right coverage. Give the Pygott Agency a call today. 601-798-7005.
Based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
We're heading to the 10th. Yes, you heard that right. The 10th. We got a tie ball game 3-3. Landon Watt still out there pitching for the Tide. Joe Polk, the leadoff hitter, playing second base. He's played a gem of a second base defensively tonight. He'll lead it off for Hattiesburg. Here's the first pitch. That's outside for a ball. The first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune. Come by the main bench and see Sheila Cooper and Linda Penton. Hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. So 1-0 count to Polk. He's 0 for 4 officially. He'll take a strike in there, 1-1 to count. Picayune scored 3 in the 5th. Hattiesburg came back and scored 3 in the bottom of the 7th. We've been in a stalemate since then. And that was a beauty of a breaking pitch that did not get called, so it's 2-1. That one's going to be lifted into foul territory over by first baseman. Kraft may have room, and he does. So Morgan Kraft will move over right next to the fence on the first base foul line and record the first out of the inning. Rod Page will step in now. He was the second pitcher. He gave way to Jordan in the 8th inning. He'll step in now. He is 1 for 3 on the night with a walk. He'll take the first pitch up high for a ball. That one's going to be hit out into center field for a base hit. So a good job of hitting there by Page as he takes fastball, deposits it out into center field on a one hop to Helton. And he'll stand down at first. Shortstop Bobo Barnes will step in now. Barnes is a senior. Came into the game hitting .394. Top of this order can swing the baseball bat for Hattiesburg, and they found a lot more barrels than Picayune have tonight, quite honestly. So got a runner at first, 1 out. Watts comes set. Barnes going to hit a sky ball out into left field. Stockstill giving chase, and he'll make the catch. Watts Justin comes sliding into foul territory and catches the ball. What a huge play out there by Jay Stock. He had a long run all the way into foul territory right in front of Kurt's corner out there, and he slides on one knee and catches the ball, and he's going to record a second out. As I said, that's Bobo Barnes, and that'll bring up Ramarian Wilson. He'll hit from the left side. Wilson is 1 for 4 tonight with a strikeout. 2 outs, runner at first. First pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. Thank Mr. Kevin Weiss for running the camera for us tonight. He's manning it and running it. We thank the Allstate Agency, Jason Pygott, for sponsoring our video feed tonight. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike, 1-1. Wilson said it hit him. Umpire didn't buy it. So we'll do it again, we'll do it at 1-1 here. That was going to be hit on the ground to Jamie. Jamie's going to pick it up throw over to first and record the third out of the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the 10th. Kyler King is going to lead it off when we come back. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball here at the Kirk on WRJW.
First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune on Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4 now has new hours, 7:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. and from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. on Sundays at the Highway 43 location. Get an early bird special Monday through Thursday and choose from a variety of wash packages. Get a monthly wash club starting as low as $20.99. Ask about their gift cards. Why do it yourself when you can let First Place Express Car Wash do it for you? If it doesn't shine, it ain't mine.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a torrential downpour. You can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Jason Pygott has offices in Picayune. Make sure you have the right coverage. Give the Pygott Agency a call today. 601-798-7005.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
We're headed to the bottom of the 10th. Yes, the bottom of the 10th. That's where we are. If you tuned in late, you missed it. Well, I'll try to recap it for you in a bit. Kyler King's going to step in here. Got a tie ball game 3-3. Jordan, the pitcher, freshman for Hattiesburg, came in. I think he's their number 3 starter, so they've had to use him. Tide has went to Watts. And Watts has done pretty good so far. So we'll see who's going to do what here. King's going to take the first pitch outside for a ball. And the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by our Hometown Bank, FNB Picayune, Hometown Community Spirit, Hometown Community Pride. Here's the 1-0. King's going to take it up and in. Oh, nope, for a strike. 1-1, I'm sorry. King's going to step out and not like the call. Neither does Picayune. He's going to take this opportunity to walk down and have a conversation with Coach Evan. Coach Evan's just going to calm him down just a little bit. King didn't like the call and didn't look to be close, but sometimes you get a bad call and you got to deal with it, and I think that's what Coach Evan is telling his senior here. Hey, deal with it. You got 2 more. Get a pitch and do something with it. He steps back in and hits that one a mile high. But I think the ballpark's going to hold it. Left fielder moves over and makes the play. He falls down, but he makes the play. So that got into the wind and turned into a little bit of adventure out there in left field for Rod Page, but he was able to make the play and re-recorded the first out of the inning. So with 1 out, nobody on. Jamie Lumpkin's going to step in here for the Tide. Still looking for 1. If we can score 1 run, this is over. He's going to hit that one out into center field. Another fly ball. Second baseman's going to go back. Center fielder's going to call him off, and they'll record the second out of the inning. Still unable to find barrels, even against the freshman here. Cannot hit a baseball hard. Morgan Crafts hit a couple tonight. See if he can do it again and get something started. He'll step in here. Crafts 2 for 2 on the night. Scored a run and drove 1 in. He'll take the first pitch down low for a ball. 1-0. Tide only has 4 hits tonight. That was going to be outside for a ball. 2-0. And that's been the difference. Hattiesburg got a few timely hits. Took advantage of some errors by Picayune. That one's going to be foul. 2-1. Hattiesburg has 6 hits on the night. 8 strikeouts. Picayune has 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, 6 walks. But only 3 runs to show for it. Here's a 2-1. It's going to be in there for a strike. 2-2 Kraft. But none of that means anything if we can score 1 run. That's all we need. Picayune pitching has really been really, really good. I'll say it again. It's a shame that Busby's not going to get a win tonight after how he pitched. Kraft's going to pop that one up. Catcher's going to go back. Looks like he has room, and he will make the play. So 1, 2, 3 go the Tide here in the bottom of the 10th. We head to the 11th, and we got to build a bigger scoreboard because we don't have any more zeros we can put up there. We'll figure this out. This is Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Clinic. Call at 601-749-4939 or visit the website at www.more/Cairo.com.
At Sonic Drive-In of Picayune, Tuesday after 5 p.m. till close is Family Night with half-off cheeseburgers. Sonic Drive knows how hard it is sometimes to feed your whole family, and we want to give you a break on Tuesday nights. Half-price cheeseburgers. It's how Sonic Drive-In helps you feed your family. Remember that Sonic Drive-In of Picayune on Highway 11 just north of Highway 43 North is happy eating at its best. Tuesday's Family Night with half-price cheeseburgers. That's what you get at Sonic Drive-In of Picayune.
We're headed to the top of the 11th. At some point, our cameras are battery operated. They're going to run out, so it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens if we keep playing baseball, but at some point they'll run out. So if you're listening, watching in on the YouTube stream, you may have to switch over to the WRJW portal stream. I'll let you know if that happens. Right now, we're fully charged and ready to go, but at some point they're going to run out. I'm going to run out of gas too here. Talking. We're headed to top of the 11th, where the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune. Watts' first pitch is going to be a ball. No, it's going to be a strike. I'm sorry. 0-1. That one's going to be a ball. Now 1-1. That one's going to be inside. 2-1 now. Watts working quickly. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be in there for a strike. 2-2. This is the pitcher, Jordan. Just a freshman. He calls for and gets time. He'll step out. Now step back in. Here's the pitch. It's going to be called strike 3. Good pitch on the outside corner. Well, no. Well, the umpire is saying it's 3-2. Umpire is saying it's 3-2. Everybody in the ballpark's holding up 3 strikes. So we'll have a conversation here. The umpire is going to go out and get a little help. Hopefully he gets this right. So we'll see. Coach Eben is going out and have a conversation.
Called 3 strikes.
And
3 strikes.
I'm not sure. I had 3 strikes. Okay. So that's not a strikeout. They're going to put him back in the box. Not sure how to score that. Well, we'll go back to 3 and 2. Now it's a strikeout. Now it's a strikeout. Swing and a miss. So a little more drama here. So far, it's worked out for the Maroon Tide in the Maroon Tide's favor. So DJ Johnson now, the third baseman, is going to step in here. Umpire's walking down having a conversation with somebody in the Picayune dugout. Not sure what's going on.
Your feelings are hurt, Don.
He has his conversation, walks back to behind the plate. All right, DJ Johnson's now going to step in after a little bit of drama here. Watts is going to deliver his pitch. 1 out. That one's going to be popped up. Bayless is going to get a bead on it, move over, and make the catch. Whew. That's always a nerve-wracking play for a catcher and for an announcer because the ball is hit up and you just got to wait for it to come down. Bayless threw his hat, but he didn't throw it far enough, kind of stepped in it, but was able to remain upright and made the out. So now we got 0-2, or 2 outs, I'm sorry. Not 0-2, 2 outs. Tyler Weatherspoon's going to step in here. Tyler Weatherspoon's going to foul the first one off, 0-1. So we got 2 outs here in the top of the 11th. I'm not sure what Carey's overtime rate is, but I'm sure I have to be an overtime rate. I don't know what it is. Dalton Hedgepath texts me, and yes, the answer to your question is yes. That's exactly who you said it was. All right, so we finally got Watts a new ball after that foul ball. It's 0-1, 2 outs, nobody on in the 11th. And here's the pitch to Weatherspoon. That one's going to be chopped off the plate, back to the pitcher. Watts is going to pick it up, throw over to first, and record the third out of the inning. So 1, 2, 3, go. The Tigers, we're heading to the bottom of the 11th. It's Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Hey neighbors, it's that time of year again. It's springtime. Make that short drive to Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune. You'll be glad you did. Pawpaw's has a nice selection of new and used trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes. Please go to our website, pawpawsniceprice.com, and see multiple pictures of our entire inventory. Pawpaw's Campers, having fun, selling fun.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Looking for a gym to help you become a healthier you? The Gym at Picayune is the place to be with its large open facility, modern equipment, and knowledgeable staff led by owner and operator Edgar Woods. The Gym at Picayune offers a variety of workouts and classes to meet your specific needs with 24/7 access. The gym accepts silver sneakers, which is available at no cost for adults 65 plus through select Medicare plans. More space, more equipment, more growth. The Gym at Picayune.
We are headed to the bottom of the 11th. It's been an interesting night. That's the only way I can describe it. And I am deep into Carey's overtime budget. And we have burning through pitchers here in a 3-game series on both teams. I'm burning through batteries. We'll be interested to see how much longer these batteries can hold out. We've never went into an 11-inning ball game, so we'll just see. We'll hold out here as long as we can. Hopefully the Tide can score 1 run and all this nonsense goes away. We don't want to burn pitchers. We don't want to burn batteries. We don't want to burn announcers or anything else. So we're gonna stay here as long as we can. We'll be on the radio no matter what. So we'll be streaming the radio no matter what because that's plugged in. But the batteries are on the cameras are wireless. So it's a good test for longevity. Cooper Moreau is going to step in here in the bottom of the 11th with the first pitch of every inning. Is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune. Checking savings, loans, mortgages. You got it, or if you need it, they've got it. And he's going to hit the first pitch, a little squibber back to the pitcher, and he'll flip over to first and record the first out of the inning. Cooper has struggled tonight. He is now 0 for 4. Landon Watts is going to step in now for the Tide. Currently the pitcher started as a catcher. He'll take the first pitch outside. The freshman Jordan has come in and just dealt the gym, quite honestly. He's pitched 2 2/3. No hits, no walks, no runs, struck out 1. It's going to be up high for a ball, 2-0 to Watts. It's going to be outside, 3-0 now to Watts. Picayune scored 3 runs in the 5th. It was quiet up until then. Hattiesburg scored 3 in the bottom of the 7th. After a costly Maroon Tide error, which would have ended the game in a 3-1 contest. Next freshman pinch hitter hits a single, scores 2. And that's ball 4 to Watts. He'll run down to first. Tanner Pugh's going to come in as a courtesy runner for him. Brunson Stockstill will step in at the plate. We got 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 11th, tie ball game. Here's a pitch from Jordan to Brunson. It's going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. Brunson's 0 for 1 on the night, struck out his last time up. Throw over to first. Turner's back. We get to do this again tomorrow night up in Hattiesburg. Monday night back here if necessary. Here's the 0-1. Brunson's going to square the bunt and foul it off 0-2. Brunson can bunt for a hit and also can bunt in a sacrifice mode. We'll see what he does now, 0-2. Probably not going to square. See if we can stay out of a double play or a strikeout. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit on the ground to the third baseman. He'll flip it over to second for 1. Then he'll go to first and complete the double play. So there's a 5-4-3 double play to end that inning. We're heading to the top of the 12th. Still got a tie ball game here at the Kirk. Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Hey friends, camping's a spring thing, and spring is here. Check out this new 2024 Wildwood FSX 174BH. This travel trailer has a front queen bed, rear bunks, and only weighs 2,899 pounds. MSRP is $24,398, reduced to only $13,988. A brand new 2024 bunkhouse trailer for only $13,988. Pawpaw's Campers is not that far from where you are. Come and see us.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune on Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4 now has new hours, 7:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. and from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. on Sundays at the Highway 43 location. Get an early bird special Monday through Thursday and choose from a variety of wash packages. Get a monthly wash club starting as low as $20.99. Ask about their gift cards. Why do it yourself when you can let First Place Express Car Wash do it for you? If it doesn't shine, it ain't mine.
We're headed to the top of the 12th, where the first pitch of every inning, including the 12th, is brought to you by your Hometown Bank, FNB Picayune. Come by the main branch and see Sheila Cooper and Linda Penton. Hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. Hattiesburg's 19-7 on the year, 7-5 in the district. They finished third. Picayune finished second with a 13-2 record. But it's been a ball game tonight here at the Kirk. Chang Farm, the catcher, attempts a bunt and misses. So it'll be strike 1, 0-1 to Farm. That one's going to be hit on the ground to Kyler. Kyler will pick it up, bobble it, throw to first, not in time. That's going to be an E6. Kyler just couldn't get the handle on it, tried to make a quick throw. Couldn't do it. So the catcher, Farm, will get on. I believe that's his first hit of the night. Let me look here and see. It is. I'm sorry, his first on base of the night, and it is. No hit, it's an error. John Tarvin now, right fielder, will step in. Nobody out. He's going to square the bunt and miss. 0-1. Cooper in on the grass at third. King and Lumpkin are back in the middle. That's going to be a bunt down to first base. Watts will pick it up and flip it over to first. And they will record the first out of the inning. So that was a sac bunt. And a little bit of controversy as it looked like either the runner stepped or pushed or something with Morgan as he went by him. The umpires are having a conversation down there. We'll see what happens. But the end result of the play is going to be a sac bunt, move the runner over to second. And we got one out. So I'm not sure exactly what they would do here unless they would consider it some kind of flagrant foul where they could potentially eject, but runner's already out. I don't know. I guess they could warn or they could possibly eject the base runner. In this case, it was Tarvin. He bunted the ball down the first base line. And they're going to put the base runner back at first base. So what they're going to say is it's a dead ball. So they're going to say it, I'm just interpreting here. They're going to say it's a dead ball because there was interference at first. And put the runner back at first base. Coach Hattiesburg's not buying it. They're having a little intense moments of fellowship down there. And so another umpire is coming in and having a conversation. So they're going to put him back at first. And they're going to call the runner out on contact with the first baseman, Kraft. So we got one out. Still a runner at first now. We're in the top of the 12th. Tie ball game if you're just now joining us. We're in the halfway through our second ball game here. That one's going to be hit on the ground to King. King's going to pick it up, throw it to Lumpkin for one. Lumpkin can't pick it up. Can't make the throw to second. So it'll be fielder's choice. Be a fielder's choice out at second, but Lumpkin couldn't get the handle on it to make the throw over to first. So out at second. Now we got two outs and a runner at first, and the batter is going to be, I think this is Rod Page. We'll see. I'm not sure what the controversy is here. The umpire clearly signaled that it was during the transfer, which means the runner is out at second. And there was a bobble, but that's during the transfer. So we'll see. Umpires are huddled up together again. And they confirm the call, which is out at second. And it was out there in the the bobble was during the transfer. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. It's a late night. I don't even know if anybody's still listening as late as this. Let me know if you are. But we got two outs. Runner at first. Rod Page is the batter. Here's Watts. Pitch to him. Going to be a number to shortstop. Kyler's going to pick it up, bobble it, throw it into dirt, and still get him out at first. That was a good play by King as he comes in. The ball was just hit off the end of the bat. Wasn't hit very hard. King had to bounce it as his momentum was carrying him forward, but he makes a one-hopper. Kraft's going to pick it up, and the umpire's going to call him out. We're headed to the bottom of the 12th. Listen to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
Get back in the game with Dodd Therapy Center. Jamison Dodd has the specialties and experience to get your athlete back in the game, including indoor turf, Hyvamat, blood flow restriction, trigger point dry needling, and much more. Dr. Dodd and Dodd Therapy Center is also specializing in treating Parkinson's disease and other neurological disorders. Give Dodd Therapy Center a call at 769-242-2636 or visit us at 405 Memorial Boulevard in Picayune and get back in the game.
Hey friends, camping is a spring thing, and Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune is here to get you started this spring. Whether it's RV accessories, parts, RV service, or RV sales, Pawpaw's Campers has you covered. Just call our toll-free line, 800-728-2267. That's 800-728-CAMP, or go to our website at pawpawsniceprice.com. We're not that far from where you are. Come and see us today.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
So we're back here in the bottom of the 12th, where the first pitch of every inning is brought to you by your hometown bank, FNB Picayune, and by the main branch at Sheila Cooper and Linda Penton. Hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. We got more drama. There was some drama in the first base dugout, which is Hattiesburg. I don't know if it was a coach or a player, but somebody said something to the first base umpire, and the first base umpire ejected him. So they had to clear them out. Looks like they got that taken care of. This has turned into a full-blown debacle, quite honestly. I hope we can just play some clean baseball and get out of here. So we're hitting the bottom of the 12th. Jordan, the freshman, still pitching. Landon Franklin's going to be the hitter. They're still having some conversation down there in the first base dugout. And I got some, it's gotten so late that my phone notifications went off. It's like I'm supposed to be in bed already, so sorry I'm not getting some of your texts. I'm reading them now. Hey, Donald and Donnie Keller. Yeah, I agree with Corey Dorn, Dalton Hedgepath. Hey, you guys are still listening. Tanya Stockstill still listening. We're going to stretch these batteries as far as we can go, Tanya, I promise. They're still having lots of conversation down there, and I'm just filling a little bit of time, so. It's been an interesting night. I don't know that we can do this for 3 games, so I hope we can score a run and get out of here. It has turned into it's a, I don't know the right word, clown show, if I can say that. Clown show is what this has turned into. I wouldn't want to be an umpire tonight. It has not been a good night for either side. Some of them they've made it bad for themselves, quite honestly, with some bad calls. Other times they just caught some sticky situations. But I hope they maintain control. And ultimately, we remember this is a baseball game. It's not a life or death situation. But that being said, it is important. It is a playoff game. And we are into inning 12 here. And we want to try to get out of here with a win. So the umpires have now walked across the field, and they're talking to the Picayune coach, Evan Nicholson. After a long conversation with the Hattiesburg coach, somebody was ejected. I don't know who it was. First base umpire ejected him. And looks like we got that sorted out. Then maybe they're giving an explanation to Coach Evan, and we'll write in their books, and everybody will get back behind the plate and around the bases. And we'll get going here. Landon Franklin's going to step up. Frank is, let's see where we are. Frank.
All right, here we go to the bottom of
Tony Lambert listening in. Tony, I absolutely agree with what you're saying. All right, let's see. Frank is 0 for 3 on the night. Let's see if we can change that here. First pitch is going to be up high for a ball, 1-0. Started out so uneventful. First 5 innings was quiet. Picking scored 5 in the 5th. Up high for a ball, 2-0. Hattiesburg scored 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Tie the ball game. And here we've been stuck for 5 more innings. We're now at the bottom of the 12th. That's in there for a strike to Frank, 2-1. We need a run. We're steadily burning up pitching. Here's a 2-1. That's going to be outside for a ball. 3-1. Here's a 3-1 pitch. That's going to be down there for a ball. Ball 4. So Frank earns a walk. Justin Stockstill's going to step up now. That's what Picayune needs as base runners. A lot of emotion here on both sides. It's been a long baseball game going on just over 3 hours. Almost 2 complete baseball games here played tonight, and we still got to do this again tomorrow. So a lot of emotion. We just need to calm down here. Let's see if we can generate 1 run and go home. Here's a pitch. Stocksel's going to square the bunt. Gets the bunt down. Good bunt to third. Third baseman picks it up. Throws it away. Franklin's going to get to third, but I don't think he can score. That's okay. So the third baseman made a good play, but a poor throw. Threw it up the line. Goes out into right field. And that'll move the runners to second and third. So now Picayune is in business here as we got Parker Helton up, top of the lineup. Nobody out. Runners at second, third. Runner at second means nothing. Runner at third is the winning run. That's going to draw a visit by Hattiesburg coach. I'm assuming that the head coach is one of the ones. I think they ejected a couple. I'm assuming that he is one of the ones that was ejected because it's a different coach coming out. Don't know what happened, but I know there was a couple of ejections over there. There was some jawing back and forth. So Hattiesburg coach having a conversation with his freshman pitcher who's pitched a phenomenal second half of the game, Jordan. His line, let me read it to you here while we got a minute. He's pitched 3 1/3. No runs, no hits, no errors, no earned runs. 2 walks and a strikeout. Daniel Herndon and Karen listening in. Hey, guys, good to hear from you guys all the way up Starkville on this late Friday night. All right, here we go, second and third. Parker Helton is going to be intentionally walked, which makes sense. So now we got forces. But that puts the best hitter on the Maroon Tide team, at least statistically, at the plate, Kyler King. So maybe it's out of the frying pan and into the fire. That'll draw the infield in. They have to get this out at home. If not, the ball game's over. So we'll see. We're going to get a pinch runner for Frank down at third base. That's going to be Braden Pomez. So Pomez will come in here to run. He's the only one that counts. The others can get out, but they don't matter. All we need is one, and he's standing down at third. So nobody out. Kyler King stands in here in the biggest spot of the game so far. If you missed it way back in the seventh, he had a hard slide by Weatherspoon into second as Kyler was attempting to turn a double play. Took his legs out, landed on his wrist. I thought he was done, but they taped his wrist up, brought him back into the game. I don't think he's 100%. But all we need to do is put a ball in play, quite honestly, and just get it over the infield that is drawn in. Maroon Tide faithful are on their feet. Everybody in the stands here, standing up, clapping. They know what this means. This is a guy you want at the plate. We just need a base hit. That's going to be in there for a strike, 0-1. So we got the freshman Jordan, who's pitched phenomenally against the senior King here. Everybody's in on the grass. If you're Hattiesburg, all you got to do is get it over their head. That's going to be down low for a ball, 1-1. Good job there by the catcher, Farm, of blocking that up. Pass ball will do it too. We just need to score a run, and we're done. It's been an exciting night at the Kirk. I don't know if I can stand this for 3 games. We'll see what happens. That one's going to be hit hard. That's the ball game. Out into left center field, and that will score Braden Pomez, and Picayune's going to walk it off. Kyler King's going to walk it off with a single out to left center field. And Picayune's going to act like they won the World Series, and I get it, but we still got another game to play. What a ball game. What a ball game. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to recap the numbers when we come back, and I'll tell you about tomorrow night. Maroon Tide, they pick off the game 1 of the series in a much-needed game 1. Stay with me. I'll be back in 30 seconds. I'll wrap it up for you.
Dr. Lori Blackmer and Dr. Mark Hutto at Picayune Eye Clinic are experienced optometrists who are passionate about your vision care. Picayune Eye Clinic will cater to all of your vision needs, answer any eye care questions you may have, and supply you with the most up-to-date optometric information and fashion eyewear and frames in order to keep your eyes clear and healthy. They've been providing complete eye care for over 30 years. The clinic is at 908 6th Avenue in Picayune. Give Picayune Eye Clinic a call today at 601-798-4182 and begin to see things more clearly.
So we're back here to wrap this one up. It's been a late night, and I'll make this one quick because if you've been listening, you've gotten practically everything you need. I'm going to go to the Sonic player of the game. It is extremely difficult not to give this to Busby, but also not to give it to King. King went 3 for 6, walked it off with a single there, and played hurt. I do not believe he's 100%, but he gutted it out and showed why. He's leading the Tide in all offensive categories. So Kyler King is the Sonic player of the game. Donnie Keller is a Paul's Pastry Shop Mardi Gras Cafe trivia winner. And the answer to that question was which Major League pitcher had 300 hits to go with his 300 wins, and that was Warren Spann was the winner of that. So I got to give another honorable mention here to Busby. He goes 8 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs. None of those were earned. 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. He should have gotten the win. But congratulations to the Tide for gutting it out. Hattiesburg is not going anywhere. They're a very, very good baseball team. And we got to go play them tomorrow night in a very, very difficult place to play. So it's going to be exciting again. Make sure you check us out. We'll have the batteries charged up. We'll have everything gassed up. We'll be on the air about 6:45 tomorrow night. You've been listening to Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW. The final score for the final time. Picayune wins this one in 12 over Hattiesburg in the first round, 4-3.